Fuck it.
You're live! Hey everybody, we're here live. I'm Ryan with Fresh Cup of Comics.
I'm Zach with a Fresh Cup of Comics.
And look who we have here, John Comics. Oh my god.
John Comic himself. The man, the myth, the legend.
He's finally here.
Yeah.
We've talked about him all the time, every time, and now he's here.
Glad to make it.
Man, I'm so happy you're here actually.
I'm excited to be here.
In the Fortress of Solitude.
Fortress of
The power.
The power.
The Fortress of Studio.
Yes.
I'm sending out the alert that we're live to everybody,
Okay,
so
awesome,
don't mind
awesome.
me.
Yeah.
Alright.
So John,
Yes.
what do you think of the Fortress of Solitude so far?
It's beautiful. Magnificent.
I mean, it's not done yet, but
It's, well, I mean, even though you guys are calling it a work in progress for what it is, I enjoy it. I
Yeah.
love it.
you know what? I don't spend that much time in here as much as I want to. I need to. Like, I usually read my comics downstairs, or
Oh, no, man, you read the comics
I know,
here.
I know.
The presence,
Gotta
the
get-
power.
I gotta get away. Gotta go. Hey, what's up, guys? Someone's on. We got 2 people on.
Alright.
So, all right.
Alright.
So, last week we did say if we got 50 subscribers, which we did, thanks to Ashley from Brooklyn Water Bagel. Thank you, Ashley, if you're
Thank
watching.
you.
We're gonna pop open a bottle of champagne tonight at some time, and we'll all drink it.
So we'll just kind of like build towards this for
Yes,
now.
yeah.
With these tiny Jim Beams.
Yes. So.
So it's gonna be a bit of a, I don't know, like celebration tonight, I guess.
Yeah, celebration night. I mean, we're at 59 subscribers, which is more than I thought we'd ever get to
Mm-hmm.
at this point. I mean, I knew we'd get there eventually, but at this point, we're doing pretty well, I think.
Yeah, it's almost like we're getting a new person watching every day.
Yes.
Yeah.
And John loves it, so that's all that matters to me. So.
It's a good show. I always tune in. Even if I miss it, I have to go back and watch it. Their live streams are great. Everything about the show is great. I'm again really excited to be here.
Well, you're one of the
Sweet, thank
reasons
you.
that we're able to do this anyway, because we spent so much time talking to you in the store that we just felt like we should get on camera and talk about
Yeah,
it.
and we got so many crazy ideas. We might throw them your way tonight. Some new stuff for a show, for an animated show that we're talking about. So
Yeah,
throw
plus-
you guys' way.
There was a lot of stuff that happened this week in the news that we got to touch on.
Yes.
But I think first we should all kind of cheers to.
Mine's already in my glass.
Well, I got to open mine, so.
Sim.
I'm gonna be because we do drink coffee on this show, so I got a cool steel mug that I'm gonna drink mine out of.
I have a disposable plastic bottle.
Yeah,
whatever.
Sim.
All right, guys. To a fresh cup of comics.
Fresh Cup of Comics.
Oh, that's tasty. All right.
Oh man.
The good stuff.
Yep.
As you see, I'm wearing my horny beanie that I got at Halloween Horror Nights.
Somebody's horny.
Celebrating Friday the 13th. If you guys don't know, it's Friday the 13th. One of the coolest days that I like to celebrate.
One of the most odd days. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I agree.
I love it though. Jason.
Huge Jason fan.
Oh my God.
Huge Jason fan.
Okay.
Other than Jason from Space. Did you like Jason from Space? Like
I was
Jason
getting ready
X?
to-
Jason X.
I was getting ready to
X.
say that's probably your favorite movie, isn't it, you guys?
No.
I'm
No,
not gonna,
it is not.
I'm not gonna lie. I did kind of like it. It was comical.
It was
comical.
very different. I mean, how did it, I'm trying to remember. Trying to remember how it starts off because every time I watch that, because I'll watch them all, and then once I get to Jason in space, I'm kind of like, I gotta forget it. But starts off, he's like frozen, and then they defreeze him.
And he has he looks like Predator.
Yeah,
Predator,
they get him that
Jason.
nanotech
Yeah,
on
yeah.
him, and then they send him right back to the lake. Like I don't know.
Now that he's adequately equipped.
He can't escape the lake with this
deal
new metal on his body.
the modern human now.
Did you guys hear about that guy that stuck a statue of Jason at the bottom of a lake somewhere?
You were telling me about that.
That's awesome.
This guy had a full-scale replica statue of Jason,
Yeah.
and he attached it to a chain at the bottom of this lake.
Okay.
So people lake's notorious for being people scuba dive in the lake all the time. Could you imagine diving in a murky lake and then
you
just
see
coming
Jason.
upon his mask? Like,
was it like a full replica, like body and
it was
everything?
a full scale, like it was just like him
What?
as a statue, and he's like kind of looking up. So when somebody's like diving down, they see him looking up with like
Dude.
and he was down there for a while, so he had like some of like this,
Like the
Like
moss,
the moss
stuff
and-
everything.
oh,
Yeah,
that's creepy.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
great.
And the way the water was, like you could only see like maybe like 2 feet in front of you. It was so murky. So when you come up on it, it was literally just like 2 feet away from you.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
devious people, you know,
Yes.
devious people.
Yeah.
Power to them.
But I
Right.
mean, that's cool.
Gotta respect the art.
All right. Cool. So anyway, a lot has happened this week. Anything stand out to you guys in particular? Any movie announcements, stuff like that?
I just watched I think I want to say official trailer for the Magnum PI reboot.
Yes, I did see that. I did see that. It's different.
Yeah,
It's different.
it's different.
But I'm down. I'm down to watch it because I did love Magnum PI.
because it was awesome. It was just an amazing.
Now, is
show.
this guy gonna have a mustache at some point? You think?
I hope so because that's what made the
yeah,
show.
it made Magnum.
Yeah, I agree. It was that in the car.
So maybe he'll eventually he'll just slowly grow
Grow
a
it out,
mustache.
yeah.
But it's a Spanish dude, right? He's like
Yeah, I believe he's Spanish.
Okay.
Yes.
So with the being, you think he'll have a thinner mustache or a bushier mustache?
I mean, I don't know. The thing is with
Or like a curly Q.
me and my friends, like back in like high school, me and my friends, our economics teacher would show us like Tom Selleck as news reporter,
Yeah.
Tom Selleck, and like it was something about the stash. You just felt warm and
Dude,
safe.
yeah, like he was an old cowboy.
Yeah,
he's gonna
like you
protect
just you knew he was gonna protect you. Like, and this guy doesn't have the mustache. Like, power of the stash is a very
But they
serious
do
thing.
they do have a guy that's like TC.
Yeah,
And they
definitely.
do have the other guy that's like the his crazy little white buddy guy.
Yeah.
What was that guy?
There's TC and then
I can't remember the other guy's name.
because the girl's is
The British?
is Figgins' daughter or
Yeah, Figgins. Well, she's like playing the Figgins character.
yeah, the Figgins character. Yes, yeah.
Which looks cool.
You guys are a verse Oreo. Thanks for your racist comments.
Yeah. What?
We love you. We love you, Link.
Hey, call Papa John's. You might
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
There's
remember-
that. He stepped. Yeah. Papa John's had to step down.
Let's talk about something not political.
Yeah. All right. All right, we're off that.
Okay, so a lot of stuff has like been announced. That we got a director for the Black Widow movie, which is coming out. That
Mhm.
I guess people are asking for. I'm
Finally.
not asking for it.
Well, people have been, as far as to my knowledge, people have been asking for that movie for ever since Iron Man 2.
But do we not know about Black Widow? She's a normal human with like.
But she has a very interesting backstory, though.
Oh, that's they probe and prod her
Which
with
they-
with
yeah.
things and like
But there's
she can never have kids again.
Yeah, there was a bit more to it. A lot of people thought that what was the movie that what's her name? Red Sparrow? Was it Red Sparrow?
Yeah, Red Sparrow. I think
Yeah.
it was prequel or
Pretty
something.
much everybody thought
Yeah, that
Red
was
Sparrow
it.
was
That-
like a Black Widow movie, and then we were just like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. Like
What
I'd
gets-
rather have a Hawkeye movie, like me and you were talking today. I'd rather have Hawkeye
What
than a
gets
Black
me?
Widow.
What gets me is the director they chose, Kate Shortland, I believe her name is.
Mm.
Does she ring a bell? She probably shouldn't because she's only released one notable movie. She made a movie. that's not an insult. I'm just saying.
No, but
Like she's like
the way you said it, it sounded like an insult. It's cool.
She's an up and coming director. She only directed like one like big time movie, and that was Lore back in 2012. It's like a German
Care Bears,
like Nazi movie or something.
Hmm.
Yeah, back in 2012. So I don't know what they said that they had over like 70 directors, male and female, and
Yeah.
they chose her over everyone.
Okay.
So it's like
So she
I'm curious to see why exactly they chose that.
Maybe because she filmed a Nazi movie.
must probably maybe who knows.
Well, it makes me wonder like if there's a specific style they're going for.
Yeah.
If she has that style, I want to go back and watch Lore now.
Now,
Like-
is she truly like is Natasha Romanoff? Is she truly a Russian?
In the comics.
Yeah, it's
Well, because in an animated cartoon, she was she had that more pronounced Russian accent.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like in the movies, she doesn't. Obviously, because
Yeah.
Scarlet Witch doesn't either. Not anymore.
yeah they don't have their accents yet. Those European
That's true.
accents, man.
Which did you ever see where they put on the actual what the costumes would look like if they had.
Oh yeah,
Like the
With
legit comic, comic
yeah.
costumes.
It looked
Yeah.
cool. I mean, I don't know. I would have liked seeing
Yeah, I mean, it would have been funny for like an SNL skit.
that.
Like have them on there like you guys
Which-
look ridiculous.
I mean, they already had Hawkeye on SNL, so I mean,
But I
Where's
feel,
our Hawkeye movie? Come on.
But I feel like where's our Green Arrow movie? I want that first before Hawkeye.
who would you want to play?
Charlie
Green Arrow?
Ham
All right,
Charlie
yes,
Hunnam?
fair.
or Hunnam, whatever.
Yeah.
Ham,
Charlie Ham.
He's a ham. Hey,
Charlie Hunnam, I agree with that 100%.
Yeah.
that's the only guy I can see playing that character.
I agree.
Now, what would you want to see in that movie? Like, would you want it to be an origin movie, or would you want it to be like he's been doing this for a while?
Why
and
not?
he's-
Like, all right, you already created Deathstroke, right? Like you have the Deathstroke character, obviously going against Batman. Why not have Deathstroke versus Green Arrow? Bring Green Arrow in that, and then he could join the Justice League.
Okay.
Because they're already trying. They're already trying to do a Legion of Doom movie.
Mhm.
You have Deathstroke.
Okay.
Why not introduce Green Arrow with Deathstroke?
See, I would love to see a movie that plays on the whole relationship between him and Black Canary.
Well, yeah,
Like
she
almost
would've-
like an Ant-Man and Wasp type scenario, but like
maybe make that the
better.
second part.
So like this, where DC Rebirth, how they're the Green Arrow stories
Yeah,
more
exactly.
they're like
Yeah, yeah.
together.
That's
well,
what-
together but not together, but like they had that
Yeah.
history there.
Or
Like
even have
dynamic,
that. Even
yeah.
have that. What was that bad guy in the Rebirth? The with the lava face and
Oh.
he was creepy as hell.
I don't remember.
He had like lava. He like his face was melting off his. Basically melting off.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget what his name was. Anybody out there know his name by chance?
I'm drawing a blank too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you read the Rebirth of Green Arrow, I can't remember, but it was good. It was a good storyline. Like that. Like I need to get the. I have Volume 1, Volume 2. I think I need to get the third one.
Yeah.
Which Green Arrow is like one of my top.
I mean, specifically Rebirth Green Arrow is exactly what I wanted. Green
But
Arrow to be.
the metal one they did wasn't too bad. Like the
Mm.
way he looked, like it was super cool. Oh, and by the
Yeah.
way, guys, I don't know if you heard, they dropped two. What was it? Two songs, basically off from the metal Dark Knight Metal universe soundtrack. They have a soundtrack coming out, and the two songs are badass. Like it makes me want to go back and read the comics while I'm listening to this song. So if you have a chance, go try to find it and listen to it. It's really cool.
I can't wait for them to make an animated movie.
Yeah, straight up, like they have to make an animated movie, please.
Ramos said Brad Pitt for Green Arrow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I could
think-
see that.
Interesting,
I could
yeah.
see that if
Yeah.
he grows his hair out long enough, and goatee wise. I mean, he has the face. I mean,
Yeah.
because he could play that pretty boy Oliver Queen.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he'd probably be more of I think he'd be more comic book accurate, more than so. My thing, like with Stephen Amell, is that he's too serious in the like he's more Batman-ish in his
Yeah.
demeanor,
Yeah.
whereas Brad Pitt would bring that like
Comedy, little
yeah,
comedy.
that like that yeah, the
Yeah.
cockiness,
Same with
but
Charlie
Hunnam, yeah.
Hunnam,
Yeah, no, I agree. Charlie Hunnam would be.
He just has the structure, the face structure.
just looks-
like he looks like him.
If you saw what was it, Legend of the Sword?
King
the
Arthur.
King Arthur, yeah, the King Arthur
yeah,
movie.
exactly.
If you would just watch that movie,
Even have why not have Guy
He-
Pearce? Why have him not?
Guy Ritchie.
Guy Ritchie,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Guy Pearce. Guy Ritchie.
Yo,
Directed?
Guy Ritchie making a Green Arrow movie?
Why not?
Beautiful.
Take all my fucking money.
I'm a
Yeah.
huge Guy Ritchie fan. Man from U.N.C.L.E., the Sherlock Holmes movies
Yes!
with Robert
Yeah.
Downey Jr. Yeah.
Which that's another one that's come right. Supposedly Robert Downey Jr. is
Yeah,
down
doing
to
a third
do
one.
A third one, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sherlock 3, I cannot wait.
Yeah,
The only thing that threw me off on that movie is they almost did like a 300 type fighting scene, like the scenes when he's fighting the guy in boxing. It was like slow mo.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
like, all right, we've seen that before.
Yeah, but
I mean, I understand. He's calculating.
Yeah.
He's calculating everything.
that's Guy
so,
Ritchie's. That's his style. He does from
even with
slow motion to a quick thing.
Even with King Arthur, he did
Yeah.
that whole thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
true.
Well, I definitely liked how they pulled that off though, because you can use the same kind of effect in different movies, but your execution and the context is completely different.
Yeah.
So like you have slow motion scenes in all kinds of movies, But what made Dread different was they incorporated it and made it part of the drug in the movie.
Yeah.
Dread was so
And
good.
it made that scene so much more cool just because it was slow motion.
Yeah.
Well, like we were talking about before with Dread, is what making it a Netflix show would be amazing. Why not?
Yeah, I can
Why
see
not?
that.
Like
I mean, they did. Netflix has so much money right now that. Ooh.
I think that would be good.
They can do whatever they want.
A rated R Netflix series of Dread.
Yeah.
And you could, I mean, you don't necessarily need the same actor, but you can get, a different guy.
So a friend of mine is watching the stream, but he can't comment on the comment section, so he's sending me his comments. And he said, could you imagine Robert Downey Jr. playing Green Arrow?
No.
He's
No.
in the sense of cockiness and being like like a funny Green Arrow, like a immature one.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
no.
could he do the serious side? I don't know. Like the skilled archer.
He's Iron Man, man. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah,
Up until a certain point, when you play a role and that's you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like
real.
it doesn't matter. You could for example, oh my God, I'm drawing a blank. Kimberly, Pink Ranger, from Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Yeah.
Amy Jo Johnson doesn't like the fact that everybody's like they see her and they're like, oh, it's the Pink Ranger, blah blah blah, and she wants to be known for her acting prowess. She wants to be known for her other stuff, but you will always be the Pink Ranger. Like that, nothing.
Yeah.
You can't.
What else
That's
has
your.
she, what else
that's
has
your
she
role.
been in, though?
Exactly.
She's been in
Like pornos or something?
No, she's been in some other stuff. I'm drawing a blank on the names.
The Porn Ranger.
Ranger.
Who was it? Was
Mighty,
it?
mighty,
She was
Morphin
in. She was in Felicity.
Felicity.
Yeah, the TV show on WB, like way back when. Yeah, she was
okay.
in Felicity.
You know what?
She was
We're
in a
gonna
few things.
talk about some little WB stuff. Little shows with you, John. Little Charm. We know you like. We know that.
Hey,
that's
Charm's
your
a.
show.
I haven't watched the new Charm. But I could.
It's already out.
Yeah, I believe so. I think that they have I think they started it already, for sure. Ramos says Robert Downey Jr. playing Merlin.
That I can
Like
see
Malcolm,
that a little bit more.
like the bad guy.
Yeah,
Malcolm
playing
Merlin,
Malcolm Merlin, playing Black Arrow
Oh, what, son, dude? That would be.
or Dark Arrow.
I could
whatever
see
it is,
that.
I
I
can
could
see
see that. Like that'd be
Yeah.
cool twist.
Evil. Yeah.
I could see that.
It'd be different
Evil
from
Rider,
what
that could be-
he's. Yeah,
Yeah,
different
yeah.
from what he's doing now.
He's always the quirky hero.
Yeah. A
I
more
could see that.
serious, dark undertone Robert Downey Jr. I could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I could see that. And man. He was such a cool character too. The Dark Archer. I like that. Especially when he had his costume on and like, oh man, it's so cool. And you were trying to figure out who the hell it was. You're like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
And then he takes it off, and you're like, holy shit, it was him the whole time.
Ryan said apparently Amy Jo also did a movie on Disney Channel back in the day after Mighty Morphin.
Yes, it was. She was. You're good. You're good. It was. I'm trying to remember. I vaguely remember it. She was like. She followed this high school kid around. I think she was like a fairy or some. I don't remember, but I remember she was following. I remember she followed this dude in high school. Like it was a Disney movie. That was. I vaguely remember it, but
I'll find you.
But yeah, I do
High School
remember vaguely
Musical,
something
she was,
like that.
Flying around.
But yeah, she will always be known as the Pink Ranger. That's cool.
Yeah.
Certain roles you can't. That's you for the rest of your life.
Ryan said she was a ghost.
Was it a ghost? Very good. Hey, super man. It's a ghost.
He's sitting there watching the movie right now.
A ghost fairy? Like a ghost fairy?
It was.
She was like.
I just remember her following this kid around, and he was in like high school, and like she would follow him around and kind of like nag him a bit about stuff. But like if a ghost, that makes more sense.
Caress him while he's making pottery.
And like say, she's like, I used to be a Pink Ranger. What was
I'm the ghost of Amy Jo's career.
what was the Pink Ranger's Zord? Was it a pterodactyl or something?
Yes. Pterodactyl.
What if she like flew around in that as a ghost and like
A ghost Zord. We're fucked.
Ghost Zord.
Ghost Zords? Oh my god, Ghost Power Rangers! Why haven't they done that yet?
Power Rangers Ghost.
What?
Or ghosted.
You've been ghosted.
Power Rangers the
Ghosters.
Power Rangers with the ability of ghosts.
That would be kind of cool, actually.
That could work.
Disney, or was it Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon. It's Nick.
Who does own
Nickelodeon.
I thought Saban took them back.
Saban.
Yeah,
Saban
Saban owns
Yeah,
them.
but they played it on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, Nickelodeon or Disney.
Because the new ones are the Ninja Power Rangers, which I've seen with my daughter will be watching it, and there's a Ninja Cowboy guy now.
Ninja Steel.
Ninja Steel.
Yeah. Because that should be ending, and then the new one's gonna start.
Isn't Ninja Steel the one where they had the Red Ranger like try to chop his roommate up with his sword or something, or is that Sam?
No. Yeah, no. That was a different Power Ranger. That was a previous Power Ranger who tried to attack his roommate.
And he got away with it. He got away with it.
Yeah, maybe.
So, like,
he was like, remember that?
He was like, bro, it was self-defense with my samurai sword.
I agree, Link. Danny Phantom with Zords. I agree.
Danny Phantom. What?
I would rather them bring Danny Phantom.
Hold on. They are. I did see something possibly a new Danny Phantom, but changing it to like a guy to a girl.
Okay.
Danielle Phantom.
Next generation. Well, I mean, in the show, there was a clone of Danny who was Danny with an eye and younger than him, and she was.
They revamped. Well, someone, I don't know if it was like a fan or whatever. They revamped it where they like had like a split, and they had like the boy Phantom, and they had a girl Phantom, and then they had like the bad guy, and then a newer looking bad guy, which it looked cool. I like Danny Phantom. I thought it was a cool show.
Great show.
It was great. Nickelodeon back in the day.
Gotta props to you.
Nick, Nickelodeon.
Nick, Disney, Cartoon Network, and then all of a sudden, after 2008, 9-ish, they started all going downhill.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Well, Disney XD has pretty good shows. I've seen here and there. So.
Well, but didn't Disney XD bring back DuckTales?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not the same DuckTales.
No?
No.
Oh, man.
It's
it's
way different.
Yeah?
Way different, yeah.
I heard the animation was... sometimes with those shows, when you bring it back, you might as well just bring it back with the same animation.
Yeah.
Well, see, I watched an episode of it recently, and it's not a total departure like Thundercats is. Like literally, like watching it, you're watching DuckTales. Thundercats looks like a
if you guys want to watch Thundercats roar,
don't
make sure you grow your hair out like a palm tree.
Don't.
Fucking palm tree head.
Fucking guy. Fuck that guy. I'm
Don't
so
do
over
it.
that guy.
Don't do it.
Shinsei Kamate-chan.
Well, that's the guy that sings
The theme.
The theme, yeah.
Seriously, they should change the show from Thundercats roar to Snarf.
If they made it,
Snarf.
If it wasn't Thundercats related, if it was its own thing, people might have given it a shot. Because it's Thundercats, the backlash is real. Like,
No.
my God.
From what I heard from Jose at Epic, go buy comics at Epic Comic Review. Basically, he was telling me that these artists are defending this artist on this Thundercats roar.
That's crazy.
Why? Why are you defending
this
this guy?
I think it's because people just want a Thundercat show and they don't care.
But it's not a Thundercat show.
Version it comes comes in.
It's like they have the rights to Thundercats, but they also want to make it a show that competes with like OKKO or something.
Or Teen Titans Go, or
Ryan said, first of all, fuck Thundercats roar.
Thank you, Ryan.
All caps. And he also said to mention how badass the Mighty Morphin comics are.
Yeah.
I've heard nothing but good things about the Mighty Morphin.
Definitely.
I'm just not that mighty. I unfortunately, guys, Voltron is very close to my heart, and I can't. Unfortunately, they copied Voltron to me. That's how I look at it. So
fair,
but if my kids the only reason I'll watch Power Rangers is because I like the bad guys.
Yeah.
The bad guys, they make them look totally ridiculous and super cool.
Yeah.
Oh, they're coming out with Pops Power Rangers. You guys see those?
All
the villains and everything.
Oh well, that's cool. Oh yeah,
I saw Zed.
Yeah,
I saw Zed. I saw Rita.
Zed was my favorite. When I was
Rita,
little.
that's cool.
Yeah, Rita Repulsa, I definitely have to get.
The classic Rita, not this new.
Yeah, not the Elizabeth.
Oh, Elizabeth
Banks.
Yeah, the botched Green Ranger.
Yeah.
And Ryan also said one more thing. He said Jason David Frank on his YouTube channel is doing a mini series where he is playing Lord Draken based on current comics.
Yes.
Really?
That
That's
is
cool.
true.
Wow.
When they started Power Rangers issue 25, they did the Shattered Grid, and they dropped a little even trailer thing where he was Lord Draken, and then from there at the end it was like kind of to be continued. So we're seeing we might get more. We could get a web series. We could get a a TV
Who's
show.
Lord Drac? Because I'm not very...
Lord Drac. Lord Jacon that's his name. Lord Jacon.
Is he a Power Ranger?
He is he's Tommy. He's an alternate version of Tommy,
But like a bad
who
version?
stayed evil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, who never went, who was just
That's
Green
pretty
Ranger
cool.
and never went back. And he goes around to different alternate universes, just wrecking havoc.
Okay.
Just on all Power Rangers, taking their powers from them, and just building this massive army just
That's
to
awesome.
fight our Power Rangers, Tommy and all of them. It's so crazy.
That's cool.
Well, I heard they're making another movie, so maybe we'll get something with that.
Yeah. They
I want the Green Power Ranger with his flute sword. You don't remember the you don't? Do you remember the flute sword?
I don't.
What?
I don't know.
That was the best part.
the flute.
He would
flute
jump.
dagger.
He would jump on top
Yeah.
of his Zord. He goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, which
Yeah.
what was this from?
Mighty Morphin.
Mighty
Green Ranger.
Morphin?
Yeah. He'd
Who's
hop
freaking
on the.
right?
Before
I
he
don't
became the
remember
White
this.
Ranger. Before he
Yeah.
turned into the White Ranger.
I don't
He
remember
had his,
this. I was
how I-
obsessed with Mighty Morphin.
How I know this?
Dragon Dagger.
Yeah.
You remember the Dragon Dagger?
I remember the dagger, yeah.
Yeah, and he
But I don't remember him
was-
playing it.
No, yeah, he played it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I only saw,
I have
like
to
I
go back
said,
and
like I
watch it.
wasn't really a big Power Ranger fan, but I did like the Green Ranger back in the day. So
Yeah.
I mean, that was the
Man.
only thing that stood out. His flute,
I was obsessed with Mighty Morphin.
and he
I
would
watched-
play this flute thing, and the Zord would
Yeah,
do
like,
things.
he would play a certain note and the
Yeah.
Zord would attack.
You probably find that on YouTube somewhere.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch it again. Wow.
It's
okay.
been some time.
And that guy's a straight up
It has,
badass.
yeah.
Like that guy's a straight up badass.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
he'll like he's challenged Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you heard about that.
I
But
did hear about that.
Yeah.
You guys watch the Bat in the Sun videos?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Bat in the Sun videos, man. Whenever David Frank's in there and he's like versing somebody else, like those are really good videos.
Oh,
I think what was it, like White Ranger versus Scorpion or
Yep.
something like that? Yeah.
That was badass. And then when he took the thing off at the end, it was actually his face.
Yeah.
It was actually him.
Mhm.
I haven't
It's like,
seen
oh,
those.
shit.
I'll have to watch them.
Yeah, Bat in the Sun are awesome.
Because they started out.
Crazy
Have you
battles.
seen Bat in the Sun?
No.
They started off with like ask people around a convention like who do you think would win the fight, and then they get all these people's opinions, and then like let's see them fight, and they do a full
They
like
do.
a full production of them
Really?
like on set or like on location.
Like
whatever.
it's actually them fighting.
It's actually
Mhm.
like actual people like in a full getup, and they had the White Ranger versus Scorpion, and it was a super badass fight.
Yep.
And at the very end, the White Ranger takes off his mask, and it's Jason David Frank.
Yep.
What?
Yeah, it was badass.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That is. I'll have to
super
watch
cool.
that. That's cool.
Link says they do have all the Power Rangers on Netflix. Yes, they do. I can attest to that.
They do?
Yes, because every once in a while I will sit down and rewatch all of them. So yes, they do.
No.
Any of you guys watch the new Voltron animated? I know you have. I have.
Voltron series.
I have
Zach's,
not.
Zach's behind. He hasn't watched any of them.
Nothing.
You need to watch it, dude. It's really good. It's really good. Like anime wise, like I know you like anime. I think you would dig this anime. And the
I mean, I
storyline.
want to watch it. I
Oh, you haven't started at all?
No,
I haven't started at all.
Dude,
Oh,
there's
really?
6
Did you,
seasons.
I
did you
haven't
like
had time.
did you like Avatar, like Avatar: Last Airbender and Korra and all that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of the same animation as Korra, and then some of the voice actors are
The same?
from Korra. Yeah.
I think you'll dig it, dude. There's
Yeah.
6 seasons, but it's like it's short. They're short seasons. It's not.
okay.
It's not like season 1. It's not like one. What was it? 1 through. Is it 7 episodes each season?
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. That's what I love about Netflix with what they're doing with Voltron, and that's kind of what they should do with all their Netflix originals. So they dropped out. Normally, Netflix original comes out, and you have to wait like a whole year before the next
Yeah.
season.
Mhm.
These guys with Voltron, they'll drop a season, and like 4 months later, they'll drop another season just to keep you,
Yeah.
just to keep you like
like
invested.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's cool.
And
the
that's
last
what they should
dude-
do with all of their Netflix
John,
originals.
without spoiling, what'd you think of the last season?
Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah, right.
You
dude?
had one of the best
endings. The endings.
fights.
Yeah, dude. It was so
I'll just
good.
say fights.
What the
really,
space
really
fight?
well. Between Voltron and
the bad one.
Yeah.
Real quick, guys. Ryan sent me another message.
Okay.
He said, mad respect to Voltron, but that originally aired in '84, and Super Sentai, which is what Mighty Morphin is based off, originally aired 10 years before in '74.
Well, fuck it, I don't care.
There's also an alternate ending.
I love you, Ryan, but
with both of those videos, as well as an evil Green Ranger versus Ryu, and I think Ryu wins.
Yeah, I think Ryu does win as well.
I still love Voltron, regardless.
I grew up with Power Rangers.
Screw you both.
Well, screw you too.
Yeah, thanks.
Voltron. Link says, "Wait, Voltron is an anime. I thought it was made in America, actually."
Is it an American?
I think
not from what me and Jose were talking about. He was saying it was Japan.
Yeah, I think Voltron is an anime,
and he actually said Voltron. He said it was out earlier than Morphin Rangers, but
he could have been.
Well, some
could have been Mystic.
Some companies, some people, they'll commission companies in Japan to work on the animation, but it could be an American studio, so it could literally be both.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it could be both.
That's what DC does.
I just remember as a kid, I'm almost 40, so when I was a kid, back in 80 something, that's all I ever watched is Voltron. I had it on a cassette tape. I watched like every episode I had on there like twice or 10, 20 times.
Yeah.
Voltron is amazing, man. Growing up it was either you like Power Ranger, you like Voltron. Now, where I think had Voltron had a live action series, it might have been better than Power Rangers. Had it had a live action series and it went on the way Power Rangers did, might have been better. But they stayed with cartoons, and that's where the problem lied.
Well, I mean, do you think they could ever make a Voltron movie?
Yes.
I think they could too with the technology.
Seeing the new Power Ranger movie, and I always tell everybody that with the new Power Ranger movie, I'm gonna say it did a success. It did well. A lot of people didn't like it because it didn't fail. That's better. You could make me fall asleep movie
at one point.
But the general audience,
I know.
Listen, sir.
It wasn't. Yeah, sorry. I'm reading all these comments.
You got caught between your thoughts in the comments.
Because your friend said Super Sentai, Mighty Morphin came out the year I was born, so Link. So when Link, because Mighty Morphin came out in 1993, but I believe the American version was released here in 1993. I don't know about the Japanese version, so that's something we'd have
to... Well, if Jose ever got on here and watched this, he could comment on that.
Ryan said it was 74 that they originally filmed Super Sentai.
Yeah, so the Japanese version, they originally, but 93 is when they did the American Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, was with the the new Power Rangers movie didn't fail, so you could get a Voltron live action movie. I kind of just want Saban to be like, oh, it did well. Well, let me take this movie, the money from the movie, and bring back Big Bad Beetleborgs. That's just me, though.
Beetleborgs.
That's just me.
My God.
I was a huge Big Bad Beetleborg fan.
Big Bad Beetleborgs.
Yeah, I was a huge fan.
When they're all like sitting in that weird ass house. With
the little haunted house. Yeah.
Dude, I love Beetleborgs. I used to have the toys.
It was a good show.
I don't know if you guys were too young at the time, but do you remember GoBots?
Beetleborgs.
The Transformers?
The generic version of Transformers.
Yes. So there was speaking of that, I just watched the Toys That Made Us. The Transformers. Yeah, they talk about GoBots in it. They were talking about how they had the cartoon, they had the line of the figures, and then they made the GoBot figures, and then people were just like, no.
They're like the Kmart Transformers.
That's what I had because I couldn't afford Transformers, so I had the GoBot.
They were
moped. They had a moped.
It was like the non-name brand version of Transformers.
I loved them. It was fun. I played with them. GoBots.
When I think of GoBots, I think of that scene in Clerks 2 where they're talking about them.
Yeah.
They're like, don't hate. They're like the Kmart Transformers.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I want to I wonder if I want to go look on YouTube and see if there's someone has the theme song to GoBots because it was kind of catchy. From what I remember, I just don't remember the GoBots. GoBots.
Ramos had said, what do we think of the first look at Venom that they released today?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's a
Did you
new
guys see
one?
that?
No, I did not.
It's just a. I think it's just a photo.
Well, from what I've seen so far,
he looks a lot better in this photo.
well, from what
Does he?
Yeah.
Well, from what I've seen, like the trailer wise, I'm gonna see it because I'm a Venom fan, regardless. Okay.
I mean, it's a. At the end of the day, I don't want to say superhero, but at the end of the day, it's a hero.
They're making
movie.
him well. In these new some of these new comics with Venom, he's more an anti-hero.
Yeah.
You think about it.
In between, plays both sides.
Yeah.
So he looks a lot better than the first trailer we got, but at the
Okay.
same time, I just saw an article that said it's officially not part of the Marvel Universe.
Of course.
Yeah.
I don't.
That looks good.
Oh,
Look at the eyes, how they like curl
What?
back.
Yeah, that
What?
looks good.
It's totally an upgrade from like the little
Dude,
slits
look
we
at
got.
the white.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Look at the white veins and stuff.
Yeah, it looks
All
good.
right.
For you guys out there that haven't seen it yet,
I'm down. I'm
That's
down.
Venom.
I'm gonna go see it regardless because I'm hoping to see maybe a version of maybe Spider-Man because we were talking about me and Zach were talking about that last time. How they're making these characters, but there's no Spider-Man fighting them, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Venom looks like Spider-Man. Okay.
Yeah.
So there has to be something in this movie where he talks about Spider-Man or says, maybe the symbiote symbiote.
Mhm.
maybe he ate a bowl of symbiotes.
Yeah, symbiotes. Maybe he'll say something like, I can't wait to kill Spider-Man or something. Like, I want something. Just put that in there.
Well, I mean, I don't know because Spider-Man is not supposed to be technically part of that universe. Like, even though we know Spider-Man and Venom go like hand in hand, but he's not supposed to be.
Yeah.
So people were like, they saw Tom Holland on set for Venom. So it seems like so there's a rumor, like it hasn't been confirmed yet. Either if Tom Holland is in the Venom movie, it's going to be him as Tom Holland, not Spider-Man.
But that's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
because
maybe
you can have
at least he's in there, like
yeah,
walking
you can
by,
have
you
Tom
go, "Oh,
Holland
shit."
in it, but you can't have Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Like you
like
can
he
have
would
Peter
be like
Parker,
a
but
Peter-
not Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
That's okay though. Like, and then maybe like there'll be like where he's walking by, and then the symbiote was like, senses him or something,
Yeah.
and says, "Oh, I want to kill him."
Yeah.
And that that would like at least be cool.
Sure.
Ryan said he hopes that they do an Agent Venom storyline for this movie.
Which is technically
So like
kind
the
of what they're doing.
Kind of,
where he
yeah.
had the guns and all that stuff. Like he was more.
Okay, yeah. So Agent Venom was that's when Flash had him. Flash Thompson had him.
Yeah.
We all know that's not Flash Thompson.
Yeah, we know that's not
No.
Flash. Yeah, that's Eddie. From what I gathered,
Unless they go to flashbacks and then Flash Thompson had him and then he jumps
prior.
No, prior.
Well,
I'm saying prior.
Well,
Why
no,
not do
but
flashbacks?
we know, then that means there'd have to be a time gap because we know that Eddie,
Which
Tom
me and
Hardy's
Zach-
character, find
Me and
shit
Zach
from the
didn't know
ship.
about anti-venom at all until we read the the 800 Spider-Man, all the
Mhm.
I missed that
The Red
whole series.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I didn't know he was like a Venom at that point. I didn't know he was a soldier and all
Yeah.
that stuff,
But
so
knowing like all that, like seeing all the backstory and everything,
I kind of want to go back and read it.
he's kind of my favorite Venom more than Eddie Brock.
He looks good.
Just because like he's without a suit, like he's got no legs, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he's
then when he
actually,
gets
a
suit,
he's
and then
very
when-
good.
Paraplegic, yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. Quadriplegic is arms and legs.
Yeah.
That's
So
gotta
he's
suck.
without that
I used to
suit,
transport
man.
people like that all the time.
Yeah, that really does suck.
I used to be a EMT. All right.
That's that used to be an EMT song.
Yeah, I used to be a hero. No
Ramos
problem.
says, wouldn't it be dope if they had an alternate Spider-Man like the Scarlet Spider? So like Ben Reilly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, he's freaking out, so
I-
I think he likes
You're not-
that.
If they did that, they got me.
Yeah.
If they did that, I would love to see a
So
Ben
they're
Reilly.
so they're
or
like,
or like a,
you're not gonna have Spider-Man in it, but
Spider
Tom
Punisher.
like Peter Parker Spider-Man, but we'll have another Spider-Man.
Oh,
yeah.
remember
Yeah.
I freaked you out? Like there's supposedly like if you guys read the comics and stuff, they're gonna have a short run of Spider-Punk. From what I saw, I was reading somewhere. A short run.
I would love to
Probably
see.
due to the video game.
Yeah, like one
Due to the
through.
excitement
It might be
of
like
him
1
in the
through
video
6,
game.
1 through 5, but it's like a Spider-Punk issue.
I would love to see more of that, like Kobe Brown. Like, I would love to see more of his backstory because we only got like a snippet of it in the
Yeah.
comics so far, of Spider-Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know too much about Spider-Man other than like you telling me about it. So, and I know Spider-Man, but I don't know all these other alternate
rest of them?
versions. Yeah, like
There's
Spider-Punk,
there's a
Scarlet
lot of
Spider.
them.
what's the other one? Spider Noir.
Yeah, Ramos just said Spider Noir.
Yeah, dude.
And Nightwish Kid, you were correct. I've watched like side-by-side videos of Super Sentai and Mighty Morphin. They use the same fight scenes. You were absolutely correct. Ramos says. Ramos says a separate Spider-Verse that would have a gritty Spider-Man Noir or the futuristic Spider-Man 2099.
Which guys, I'm gonna tell you right now. Me and Zach went to MegaCon to try to get our name out there and everything. We came across these two guys that created a Spider Noir suit, and then the other guy had was it a guy or girl? The girl, she was dressed as steampunk Dr. Octavius.
Okay, that's cool.
Dude, it was
really cool.
One of the
like
dopest,
a bowler hat and everything.
Yeah, one of the dopest costumes I've ever seen. Like, it was so cool. Like, if they could do that, like, in a show or something.
Well, I mean,
or a comic.
the whole thing, isn't the whole thing about the Into the Spider-Verse thing is that, it's going to show that more people wear the mask outside of just Peter Parker and,
so the Spider-Verse is like, everybody has spider powers?
No, not everybody, just more people than you thought.
Yeah,
okay.
It's more of a movie based on showing that, like, outside of Peter Parker. So I guess your basic Spider people nowadays would be Spider-Gwen, Peter Parker, Miles Morales.
Okay.
So it's to show that there's more people who wear the mask.
Which I'm excited about. I'm really excited about that Miles Morales Spider-Man coming out in Christmas time. Like, I'm excited for that. Like, it looks cool.
Jake Johnson voices Spider-Man. So
did you guys hear the most recent news?
No.
Spider-Man Noir in that movie is going to be played by Nicolas Cage.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah, that's what I read.
He's also a voice.
I'm kind of a treasure.
I really, really love not going to jail.
I'm kind of a treasure protector.
Protector.
not the Beast. He's voicing Superman, right, in the Teen Titans Go movie too.
I'm looking at
Nicolas Cage.
Teen Titans Go to Hell.
Teen Titans Go fuck yourself.
They might make that.
Which, interestingly enough, one of the voice actors, I forget which one. I think it was Tara Strong. Said it. One of the voice actors released something. They said, "Hey guys, go out and support Teen Titans Go. Even if you don't like the show, if it's successful, they might bring the original back."
Yes, I did hear that as well.
And so I don't know if that's just like a marketing ploy. Like, just hey, if you,
I hope not.
Just go see it.
I'd.
What if you're like, yeah, okay, yes,
that
then
would
never bring it out, and you're like, God damn it.
Whoa, Link, Teen Titans Must Die, like Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans Go.
Teen Titans.
Teen Titans Go.
Okay. Thank you, Link.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting. Scared me.
I did hear.
I got terrified.
I did hear something where I don't know, was Zach talking about it or someone else? But I did hear something where for the Teen Titans show, like on the DC universe, Trigon is gonna be a big part of it.
Yeah, they already cast
for the live action.
I'm excited for that, dude.
Yeah.
Like Trigon, I like Trigon.
I want to know what they're going to be like.
How are they gonna do that? Like Trigon, dude.
Nightwish Kid. It's gonna be DC's streaming service.
Yeah.
DC's streaming service is gonna do the live action Titans.
Doom Patrol.
Doom Patrol.
Yeah, and Doom Patrol.
I can't wait to see that.
Which the only thing I know Zach agrees with like the streaming service. The only thing I don't like about it is you get to read comics on there.
That's
really?
Great.
You don't like that?
For people,
that's a way more. Yeah, it's a more. You broaden the scope. More people
again,
get into comics.
if you're getting that, and what if people are like, oh well, I'm just gonna do that instead of going out and getting comics.
Ah, true.
But it could be the other way around too. Like if they like what they read, they might want a physical version.
Yeah, to keep.
But look at what we're dealing with now with like the future of the people just like they can't take their hand out of their off their phone.
Right.
They're looking at their phone.
The online market has
killed the comics. Killed it.
Physical brick and mortar stores.
Well, one thing they could do.
I mean, seriously, guys, like
if
you're gonna read anything, like I really suggest. I mean, at one time, I didn't have the money to go out and buy comics like I do now, and my wife still yells at me half the time, like when I want to buy stuff sometimes because I go kind of crazy over comics because I'll read everything. And John can,
Yeah, I can attest.
Yeah,
I can attest that.
anything that's interesting. John used to throw stuff in my box because he knew I'd probably dig it and read it.
Yeah.
But I
I miss those days.
We need like that Bone Thugs Harmony song for Hudson Comics. Anyways, I mean, I used to try to find sites to read the comics on or something, but now these, I at least try to go to a comic store to, even if you're just buying one comic or whatever, just go and support it, because it's a different feeling when you open that book and you're reading it and you're seeing the pictures and the artwork. I mean, sometimes I'll just buy the book because the cover. The cover is totally badass sometimes.
Here's my thing with this, because I'm me, I'm 100% in support of physical copies.
Yeah.
The reason I'm excited for this is not only the fact that I can't afford to get like volumes of comics and stuff. If they have them on there, I'll be found
yeah, I mean
read them. But
cool.
I don't think they would put their entire library, especially the new stuff, on there. I feel like they would put some of their highlight comics on there,
or like
big storylines,
black issues, like maybe some like old Batman's, old Superman's.
And I'm sure like if they had maybe like a new line of comics coming out, they would have enough sense to like put the first issue on there for free.
Yeah.
And be like, if you want to keep reading it, go pick up copies, and there would be extra.
That would be cool.
They
if
could.
They do that.
So it's like, you read something, you like it, go pick up copies, and they give you a list of local comic book stores due to where you're, like, you're in a, like a kind of like off your location, like
near you,
near you. It gives you all your comic book stores. That'd be a great way to support your physical stores.
Yeah, because I mean, it's so cool just even going into a store and just. Yeah, even if you don't buy anything, just go in there and you talk comics.
You meet a lot of comic book people are some of the nicest people.
Yeah. I mean, that's how we met John. John used to work at a store called Hudson, which is no more at this point.
Yeah.
Oh, he pretty much ran Hudson, let's put it that way.
Give or take, pretty much.
100%.
Yeah. And it just, the store fell through.
Hmm.
But Epic Comics, if you want to get comics, or Acme, Zach goes to Acme because he lives close to Acme, but Epic is me and John's store.
Yep.
Al, the staff there is great. I don't know, I know
Enzo,
and then some of the other staff that's at Acme is pretty cool.
But it seems like every city, every county has got at least one comic shop in it, and there's at least one reason to go into those shops.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Just go in there and just look around, even if you don't buy anything, or maybe you could find a comic for like, a comic's $3.99, $2.99.
They have sales.
Sometimes you can find $1 a back issue.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how I started. Like when I first started as a kid, I started out with, I would go out. I didn't really read the comics. I'll tell you the truth. I didn't read the comics. I was more out like. Kids would be like, "Oh, #1 X-Men, it's gonna be worth money someday." So I'd go out and try to find #1 X-Men and buy it. Never read it, and then, those comics were worth nothing later on in life. And then
the big boom happened. The
big
bang.
And then someone got me into Green Arrow, and that I started reading Kevin Smith's line of Green Arrow, which is a great storyline. If you guys get a chance, if you can find it and read it,
my God.
go on Amazon or something, find the big omnibus of it or something.
Anything that man touches is gold.
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
The storyline is great for that book. I mean, it's so cool. I don't know if you ever read the Green Arrow.
I haven't read his line, but I want to.
That's what got me into comics.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much, that got me back into reading his and then from there I read his Daredevil. Daredevil's like that storyline.
Yeah, his Daredevil was crazy. Yeah, that was the one with where Mysterio. Mysterio was bothering him the whole time. Yeah, that was a good storyline.
Super cool storyline.
Well, that's okay. So back on this DC streaming service.
Yes.
Okay.
That's where this could come in handy, because if they have a select few, because they never said they were going to have their whole library on there.
Yeah.
If they have a select few of like their highlights, like the Dark Knight Returns, and then maybe
Superman.
Exactly.
Well, that's coming.
Like
That's coming. Death Superman's coming soon. Animated movie.
No, it's out.
Is it?
No, it's out. And it was.
Man.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. It was amazing. The fight scene.
Oh, you've seen it?
Between the fight scene.
I want to see it so bad.
The fight scene
Doomsday.
him and Doomsday was
comic accurate, and it's comic accurate, dude. It's comic accurate.
Really
like, Doomsday has the whole suit.
He looks like Doomsday. The way Batman vs Superman should have been. Well, for Doomsday at least.
Oh, dude, the suit is comic accurate, like for Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
It was really, really well done.
I can't wait. I want to watch it. Who voiced Superman? It was Robbie something O'Donnell.
Do not remember.
Something O'Donnell. Shit, I can't
Definitely
remember his
should
name.
watch it though. For sure.
But yeah, I'm excited for this streaming service. Not only because of the comics, but like if you're a fan of DC, they have something in there for you. It's not just the comics. It's not just the movies or the shows, but they also have cartoons, new and old. They're remastering.
Okay, cool. I was gonna ask about
Batman.
that. Oh, that's cool.
New and
I'm
old
down then.
is-
You got me with that. Like,
Yeah, it's an all around. Like they're offering more selections at this point than I think some of the other streaming services are. Like, you will never
That's
get
so
me.
cool,
You will
dude.
never get me to subscribe to like Crackle, right? But
well, you don't really subscribe to Crackle. It's free, isn't it?
see, I never looked into it.
Thanks,
because,
Ramos.
you know.
Ramos says I used to go to Hudson's for my comics because it was so close. Sucks they closed it.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
does
man.
suck.
That was my home, man. But hey, if you live if you live in the area, man, go to Epic. 'Cause
Yeah.
Epic is
Epic
like
Comics is
dude.
definitely a great store.
a really cool store.
Yeah.
Really cool
I
store.
might have,
Jerry
Ramos, I might
O'Connor.
have met you. I was there like every day. People thought that I like lived there at a certain point. I worked like every day.
As you see these two statues right here, John helped get these for the show. And Mysterio. See Mysterio? That was my first purchase for the show. Mysterio. Actually, now we... Oh, no.
No.
All right, actually, you know what? Now look, you want to throw that out there? Should we throw that, our animated... Talk about it? Or you want to leave that...
We'll release that down the line.
Okay.
Once we get closer to it, because it's kind of far out,
We're planning an animated show.
and it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah. So, get
Gonna
ready
keep
for
you,
that.
It's gonna keep you awake.
Yeah. We'll tell John off camera.
Ryan said Superman's voice actor from the 90s was to me how I pretty much envisioned Superman to talk.
From the new...
From like the animated series, I guess.
Oh, okay, from the animated
Yeah,
series.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Which is on Amazon. You can watch the animated series on Amazon.
See, I only have me personally. I only have Netflix and Hulu, and I feel like that's just
I don't have... See,
that encompasses everything.
I have
you need.
Netflix and Amazon. I don't have Hulu, which I need Hulu because I want to watch My Hero.
My Hero Academia.
Dude,
I
like,
understand.
so
I get
many-
it. I
first-
get it.
It's so
hey,
good.
Hey, if
I was
any,
watching it last night before I fell asleep. I rewatched
hey,
it.
if any of y'all want to give me your Hulu account, I'll watch it for free. You know.
Small donation, but we're
Yeah, you know. Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah, no, My Hero Macadamia.
Yeah, Macadamia.
Macadamia.
My Hero Macadamia. Yeah, that's such a good show. I'm catching up with it, but it's
Were you the one? You were the one talking about you didn't like Naruto.
Yeah, yes and no.
Okay.
Naruto is just as far as an anime goes, it's a really, don't get me wrong, guys, it's a good anime. I watched Naruto Shippuden, and I've rewatched them multiple
Did you watch
times.
Boruto?
I
I started watching Boruto. a little bit.
No, I only watched the fight scenes.
Burrito.
Burrito. No,
I don't-
Boruto.
I only watched the
Boruto's
fight
good though.
scenes.
Boruto's good. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah. Sasuke, he's obviously missing one arm.
Yeah, he's older. They're
He's
all
older.
older.
His daughter.
He has a daughter.
Yeah,
Naruto
yeah.
has a son and a daughter.
Yeah, but his son Boruto
Yeah, as
has
main character.
both powers of Naruto and what's the
Hinata, his
Hinata,
wife.
Hinata, yeah.
So he has the Bakugan and the
and
or sorry, Byakugan, not Bakugan. That's
tops.
whatever that was. yeah.
why I watched because I watched from like all the way up to a certain point, and then I think I stopped after like Naruto, and then I was like, all right, I'm done with Naruto. I started watching Boruto
Okay.
for a little bit, and then I like lost Hulu and I couldn't watch it anymore.
Well, my thing with Naruto was that you had one simplistic rule. I don't like things that don't follow, your rule. The whole premise of the show is that you use too much chakra, you die.
Yeah. And Naruto would use
People
a
would
max of
use
it.
Naruto is different because he had his chakra, then
From
he had
the
the Nine
Nine
Tails
Tails, yeah.
chakra. So Naruto is different, but you had characters who exhausted completely everything, but they didn't die. So that was kind of my thing. Not only that, on a show of ninjas, let's be honest, there was only a rare few characters who were actually ninjas.
Yeah.
Naruto, you can't be a ninja with the Chidori. Even though I love Kakashi, a move that mimics 1,000 birds chirping, I will hear you. And I'll see you. It was bright white light. Don't get me wrong, Kakashi's fast, but dude, Like that gives me time. It gives me oh god, Kakashi's coming. Like it gives you a little dude.
I don't know. I liked it. For
It was again.
It wasn't Dragon Ball Z.
It was good. It's good anime. I love anime. Anime, cartoons. You know, I'm rewatching stuff all the time. I throw it on in the background if I'm doing homework or something.
Matter of fact, I want to go back and start watching. Because I turned on X-Men Animated last night on YouTube.
OG, right?
Yeah, OG, dude. It was like 91.
Yeah.
So good. Oh, so good, man. They had the first episode on there where Morph, like you learn like
Morph. I'm pretty sure Hulu has the whole X-Men animated series, yeah. And they have X-Men Evolution, which
was better, right?
Which
not necessarily better, but like better.
At the time, me growing up, it came out like when I was in like.
It was better art.
The art style. Yeah, the animation style was different,
like,
but it was good. Like when they introduced X-23, oh my god!
When I was telling him about X-Men animated, I was like, I never knew Sinestro was almost like the T-1000.
Sinestro.
Or Mr. Sinister.
Oh, Mr. Sinister. Yeah, Sinister. I got you. Sinestro, yeah, Yellow Lantern.
I'm sorry.
Mr. Sinestro.
Sinestro, so I'm thinking of
Green Lantern.
No, Justice League.
Okay.
Anyways, Mr. Sinister. Sorry, Mr. Sinister. I didn't know he was like the T-1000. Like if you zap him, blow him up, he's like just metal, like that liquid.
Yeah, he kind of like
and then he
puts himself back together.
Like,
and stuff.
I was like, what?
Mr. Sinister is like one of the great. Like he's such a good villain.
He's like,
I don't know what's going on here.
How many people we got on?
Yeah, I only read Titan comics. I brought a few from you. All right, Ramos. Well, hey man, happy I go.
Actually, Ramos is like he's the one that's left a bunch of comments for us. So we appreciate you, Ramos.
Ramos
apparently I'm frightening.
And Link says, "Okay, all right, that's fair, Link. I can work with that. They don't." They get like really low to where they can't perform moves anymore, but they don't use
for what Naruto?
For Naruto, yeah, they don't use like the rest of their life energy, so that's why they don't actually diminish.
Well, have you watched it in the Naruto movies? Not that show.
Yeah, I've seen the original Naruto movies, and I've seen a couple of the Shippuden ones.
So I watched all those too.
Mm. Those are on Netflix too.
Do you watch them in Japanese or?
I watch regular Naruto movies. I watch in both kind of. It depends. It really comes down to the voice actor. The voice actor, like My Hero Academia. I'll watch My Hero Academia.
I don't want to watch that so bad. All right, one of you motherfuckers have to give me.
I'll watch My Hero in English, and then I'll watch My Hero.
There's someone out there. Give me your code so I can watch it.
In Japanese. They're just good.
I got a comment here from Ryan.
Ryan, hey, what's up, buddy?
He said Food Wars is a really good anime right now too.
Food Wars.
Speaking about anime, how do they feel about?
Is that like Chefs vs. Chefs or something?
Yeah, Food Wars is the chef one. Yeah, it's.
Oh really?
Yeah.
He also said, how do you feel about Broly being canon now and is the main villain in the upcoming Dragon Ball Super movie?
See, my thing is,
I like Broly though. But I heard the Broly actor, the voice actor died. Didn't he just recently died?
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what I heard.
I mean, he's going to be the main villain.
At least I thought that's what he posted. Or didn't he post that?
Really? I thought.
Brian, did you post that? Like something about Broly? I saw something on Facebook.
I thought. In my opinion, Dragon Ball Z is if there was an episode, you're canon. I don't care what they say about GT. It's canon. At the end of the day, when you talk a conversation about Dragon Ball Z, people bring it up. So obviously people care.
Dragon Ball GT, okay, when they would turn into the
Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
That was
Super
badass,
Saiyan 4 was
right?
awesome. Minus Vegeta, but yeah, Super Saiyan 4 was awesome.
You don't like Vegeta?
Well, no, I like Vegeta.
Vegeta's
I like
one of my favorites,
I like
dude.
the pride. I like the strong head, but like Vegeta, Vegeta's a cheater.
Well, yeah, but
He never went Super Saiyan 3. Skip that. Just
he had to
skipped
be. He had
and went straight to 4 with help from Bulma.
No. Well,
That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, no, it was from what was that? The Satan guy that looked like Satan, the devil guy.
Shenron? The dragon? The guy
No,
who's
he
fighting
got
him?
some power from. Oh no, Majin Buu gave him.
Well, yeah, but that was in the original Dragon Ball Z series, not GT.
Oh, okay, so GT
Yeah.
reversed that.
Yeah, well, because so it goes Dragon Ball. So you got the Dragon Ball series, and then it goes the Frieza saga, and then it goes the Saiyan saga where you meet Raditz and Vegeta for the first time, the Frieza saga, then it goes to the Cell saga, then the Buu saga.
Okay.
And then after a couple years after the Buu saga, then you get it's GT.
Majin Buu was cool when he was
Big?
no, when he was skinny.
Oh, so evil Super Buu.
Super Buu.
Before he became Kid Buu.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Super
I
Buu.
liked him as that. When he was Majin
awesome.
Buu, and I was like, all right.
Yeah.
No, fuck
Well,
this.
because like
bubblegum guy.
Super Buu was kind of cool. Like when he was like hopefully no spoilers, but Dragon Ball Z's been out like forever.
Yeah, seriously. Like, if you haven't seen it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, yeah.
Spoilers on Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, guys.
But yeah, that one when Goten and Trunks had just gotten the fusion down, and then
Yes.
Boo's waiting to fight him, and Piccolo's like, well, why don't you just go down and kill everybody?
Yeah.
Whilst in the meantime.
Yeah.
But now Piccolo only said that because they were gonna get the Dragon Balls and revive everybody.
By the way, we have a lot of anime fans.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
dope! Anime's awesome.
Yes.
And then Super Buu like walks around Kami's hideout
Lisa on tonight?
and then just kills everybody.
Or is it Leanne? Is it Leanne or Lisa?
Leanne.
And he's like,
Is it
"Time's up."
Leanne? Was Leanne on there tonight?
Leanne, you there?
I know she's a big enemy.
Snickerdoodle. I like Snickerdoodle. Snickerdoodle's
Um,
good.
My phone's about to die, by the way. Ryan said Bulma's voice actor died. Not sure about Broly.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
maybe it's
name's Bulma.
Bulma. I remember he posted something.
Well, that's
on
the
there.
thing. So with the Broly thing, I thought
I'll get you a cord
I
if
thought
you
the
need
bad
Yeah.
I thought the bad guy for the Super
I'll be right
Saiyan,
back,
the Dragon
guys.
Ball Z movie was gonna be the first the first Super Saiyan, like the legendary, like they have pictures and stuff of him.
Mhm.
It's not Broly. It looks like Broly, but it's not. It's supposed to be, because the movie that comes at the end of the year, it's supposed to be like the first legendary Super Saiyan, like the first guy to ever go Super Saiyan.
Okay.
Because at the end of Dragon Ball Super, when they brought back all the universes, I guess they brought him back too, I guess. So that's why they're gonna fight him.
Sort of like a reset, I guess?
Yeah, kind of. But he looks like Broly. Like if you see a picture of him, he looks like Broly, but it's not actually Broly though.
Okay.
So I don't know, unless they change something. As far as I know, it's not Broly, but it looks like him though. So I could see why somebody would say Broly.
Well, I saw it was like blowing up. They like, was it yesterday, the day before? Like
Yeah.
everybody was like, oh my god, Broly is the villain in this new one. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
So-
unless it's a different Dragon Ball Z movie or just completely they just got rid of it. As far as I know, because they he has a name too, and I forgot his name. But yeah, it's not supposed to be Broly. Like last time I checked on it, I don't know.
And then Ryan also said, according to Toriyama, GT is no longer canon, but it doesn't mean that SSJ4.
Super Saiyan 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Further on down the road won't come back.
True, but I mean at that point, it's like you got Super Saiyan God. Like, why would you need to go? Super Saiyan 4 would just be below it. There's no need to ever. I guess they could show it again. Like maybe he can't go God, so he has to go 4 like as his peak because like somebody like I don't know took his God power away from him or something like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Super Saiyan 4 is one of my
y'all.
favorite transformations.
And I got an extension cord.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just a friend.
Yeah. Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan 4 are definitely my favorite transformations.
Oh man. Okay, so I got a question for you. This is super serious. All right.
All right, let's do it.
Your thoughts on Mamma Mia 2?
I don't know. I never watched
I saw the first one.
Is Meryl Streep gonna go Super Saiyan?
I'm back.
Meryl Streep could go Super Saiyan. If anybody could do it, it'd be her and Helen Mirren.
What, John?
Where's that movie? I want to see that. Them fighting Super Saiyan style.
Oh my God. What if they had like? All right. What if they changed Charmed, and it was the Golden Girls?
Thank you for being charmed.
They were like, it was a golden.
So they took Betty White and made her a witch.
Yeah. All the Golden Girls are all witches, but it's like,
Very
it's like Charmed, but it's a Golden Girl.
Okay.
Yeah.
That interesting. I don't know if I'd watch that.
You wouldn't watch? Oh, what do you have something against old witches?
No. I just I don't know.
We'll see y'all later. That was it tonight.
Betty White's a very she's very like I don't know, very nice lady. So I don't know if she'd even want to play a role like that because witches have a. I mean, there's good witches, yes, but they they have a little of a negative connotation to them. So I don't know.
I think this is going to be about the best kind of segue moment that I can have, so I'm going to take advantage. Speaking of witches, Sabrina, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix.
Yeah.
Am I the only one that's hyped?
You guys are not ready for that.
I am so hyped.
And
I remember the old show. Like I never
Melissa
really.
Joan Hart.
Yeah, I never really watched.
The sitcom.
I never watched too
sitcom,
much
yeah.
of it. I remember the cat and all that. But.
Salem.
Well, this one is definitely
So this is gonna be more
supposed to
darker?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's supposed to
I'm
take-
in.
From what I've heard, it takes place in the Riverdale universe.
Yes.
But she's going to be dealing with the occult, like the dead, the ghosts.
Okay, that's
all
cool.
kinds of like
I'm down for
supernatural
that.
stuff,
I'm down for
supernatural
that.
stuff.
Actually, maybe we could live stream some of those or something.
Yeah, whenever it comes out, they've already ordered 2 seasons. Of
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Because they know it's going to be because they're going off of the the hype that it's Sabrina. And then we haven't had a Sabrina in forever.
Yeah.
Because you had the live action, then you had the cartoon.
Yeah.
And then I guess they're going off that hype, and then Hollywood just has this thing where they want to bring back old stuff.
Yeah,
and
reboot.
make them renew.
But the way
But the thing is though,
they're
this-
like
this-
Oprah.
But
They're
the thing is though, this Sabrina's not. I don't want to classify it as a reboot because everybody's used to the '90s lighthearted Sabrina.
so this is gonna be a dark Sabrina.
This
like,
is
straight
not.
up witch. Like
Yeah, this is not
Cool.
that. Like, fair warning to you guys, the Sabrina comics, the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, is very dark. If you're a fan of
So you read-
supernatural,
Would you read comics or like?
yeah, the comics,
Okay.
yeah, those are really
okay.
dark.
Cool.
So it's not gonna be all light heavy. It's gonna be and it's Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix does really good with their dark stuff. So
And this is something that kind of like I kind of hope they get into this at some point. If they're gonna cross paths on these shows, like maybe we have Jughead from Riverdale show up on Sabrina, because it's the same universe.
That's cool.
Because
Which I
they
have,
probably
which I've
will.
heard nothing but good about Riverdale. Which me and my wife Lisa want to give it a shot. So
It's worth it. In my opinion, it's worth it.
I
but
mean,
in,
from the preview, it looks pretty cool.
in the comics right now,
I wasn't a big-
Jughead is actually a werewolf.
yeah, right now.
Really?
Yeah, he
Oh
turns
yeah,
into a
yeah.
werewolf.
What's
like,
that called? Shit. What is it called?
Jughead.
No, the comic book.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There's a title of it. It's like Eaton. Oh my god! I saw it the other day.
Yeah,
I forget what it's
I
called.
forget the name. But if they can incorporate that somehow, that'd be really cool.
Did someone say? I thought.
And
Nightwish Kid. I think Charm started already. I'm not sure. I believe that's what people told me. And then
John's
Boo
a
Bee-
wizard of charms.
Boo
so
Boo Bee Boo Smalls,
That's-
which is a dope name, by the way.
That's my wife.
Oh,
Yeah.
makes sense. I get it. Twilight reboot. I don't know if the world. I don't know if the
Well,
world
if
wants.
they reboot Twilight, they should make it like Lost Boys, where instead of sparkling, they stab them and sparkles come out of them or something.
Chris texted me, by the way, and said,
I love you, honey.
Chris said with Titans on the streaming service.
Okay.
Kind of a sideline here.
Yeah.
Chris is that's not Mordecai. Is
No,
Mordecai
no.
on?
Mordecai.
Mordecai, if you're
Um,
there, I love you, buddy.
But Chris said, I do want to point out with the Teen Titans or Titans on DC service, the Starfire outfit is the director's fault. Fan made is 200% better.
It is. From what I remember seeing, it was awesome.
That's the suit from the show, which it's
the fan,
but then this is the fan version.
the fan.
I really think they're trying to throw us off.
The fan made stuff is always.
You know what I mean? I think
better.
they're throwing us off because Robin looks fucking amazing.
Yeah, but it's not hard to.
No,
to
it's not hard to make
mess,
Robin.
Yeah, to mess
But-
up Robin.
Well, he's also the only one that we've actually seen
Yeah.
posed photos for.
So
Mhm.
hopefully, next Saturday, guys, we're gonna be live streaming Comic-Con, or us talking about Comic-Con. Nerd out with us if you can. Save that time slot for next weekend. John, you're more than welcome to come by and do it.
Yeah, no problem. I'll see. Yeah.
I don't know what time we starting at, like in the morning or
just Saturday in the morning. Yeah. It's gonna be like an all day thing.
It'll be an all day thing though.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, because they're gonna be releasing things like as the day.
Go get your Taco Bell because obviously Taco Bell is the way of the future. Actually, from what I heard, Taco Bell is recreating the Taco Bell from Demolition Man. So I don't know if you guys ever remember the movie Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone and Wesley Snipes, but Taco Bell was like the restaurant of the future. So maybe go grab some Taco Bell and eat some Taco Bell and nerd out with us next Saturday. And hopefully by next Saturday we're gonna have this all bricked out.
Yeah.
So I'm going to buy bricks. I'm just gonna like brick and mortar my wall. It's gonna be totally awesome.
But yeah, back to the Sabrina thing.
Sorry, I segued off.
No. We all segued.
Taco Bell segue.
But yeah, I can't wait to see that because I like the world of
like a penis with a tail or something. All right, I'm sorry, Zach. Go ahead.
No, it's
Sabrina.
Okay. I like the universe that Riverdale's established. I definitely want to see the horrors of that universe.
How many seasons are Riverdale has?
2 right now.
2. Okay, so I could catch up pretty fast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's relatively new, and especially with the Sabrina thing being in the same universe supposedly. You definitely want to watch Riverdale, I guess, to kind of like get yourself established with that universe.
Yeah.
It's really stylized, but it's also dark. So you get like little moments of color. So whenever they're at Pop's diner, everything's super colorful. When they're out in the woods or they're out in like
dark,
places,
dark.
It's like really mundane. But things get more colorful when they're together at Pops and hanging out and stuff. It's really
but when
the
they leave,
really
it's darker or
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like
I'll have to check me.
Lisa,
we'll check that out. I want to check that out.
Really cool.
All right, so now that we're on Netflix shows, I know it's not really a Netflix show, but it's an FX show. American Horror Story, the new season coming out in September. Are you guys
excited? Yep.
Dude, I'm super excited.
American Horror
They're
Story.
combining all 3 of the best episodes: Murder House, Asylum,
And Coven. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm super excited. Me and my wife right now are. She had never seen Murder House, so we're going back through and watching Murder House, which is one of my
That was which season was that?
First season.
First season. Okay.
Which is probably one of probably the best season I thought. Honestly,
yeah, it was good.
From what I heard, Coven is probably one of the better ones.
I think Coven is probably my personal favorite.
I'm excited because when we're done with obviously Murder House, we're gonna go to Asylum, which I've never seen Asylum, and I've never seen Coven, so I'm excited to see both of them.
Coven is the one that I heard the most about during its run.
People talked about Coven for sure.
But I'm excited about. I've seen clips in here or there of Asylum, and Asylum's like they have this like weird, crazy murderer guy that wears like a skin like face thing. I'm excited about it. That show is amazing. Like, even though the last season wasn't like a lot of people
Show too.
Oh, what?
Freak Show as well. The circus one.
The circus one was good.
That people talk about that, and Hotel.
Hotel was
with,
amazing.
Matt Bomber and Lady Gaga.
Dude,
oh my god, they did such a good job.
But the last season where it was more political.
Yeah, with
I liked it. I can understand why people didn't like it, but I liked it. It was cool.
Well, I mean,
I like that guy. I like what's his name?
Evan Peters.
Yes,
yeah.
I like him, and I thought he did a brilliant job.
Yeah, he always. Well, he's in every season.
All of them are. And
Yeah,
even like I was
does a
telling,
good job.
I liked Hook Zach on it from Roanoke. You haven't seen Roanoke yet, have you?
Not yet.
I liked Roanoke. My wife didn't like it as much.
Good history.
I liked it because it almost brought it back to like a murder, like the first season where the murder house, where, I'm not going to spoil it for anybody who's never seen it, but it was good. So I'm excited for that to come out.
I think Riverdale, every season of Riverdale probably has like 20 something episodes, give or take, 22, 23.
Oh, really?
It's like the average, or no, sorry, well, yes, because Riverdale's not a Netflix original, Riverdale's on CW, so yes, it does have like about 20 something episodes.
Okay.
I don't know about the first season, but the second one probably Roanoke can die.
Is that what
Yeah.
Bee-Boo
Yeah.
said? She hated it. Yeah. Yeah, I liked it for what it was. Halloween Horror Nights. I don't know if you go to Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah, I've gone like almost. I've gone.
Then you have to go with us this year, dude.
Every year.
We get a frequent fear pass. Do you
Since
get
like
a frequent fear pass?
Something like that. I have friends who work at like Disney and Universal, so they kind of like hook me up.
What the hell?
I mean, hey man, you gotta know people. That's the fun thing about working at a comic book store. You meet people. You know people.
I just read today actually Zombieland 2 officially announced.
Yep. Yes. I did see something on there.
There was
everybody's returning.
Yep.
The original writers,
original
the
cast.
director.
Yep.
Everybody.
Bill Murray's returning as a zombie.
I mean, he kind of can't. But yeah, I mean, that kind of harkens over to the Halloween Horror Nights. I would love for when they release that to have a Zombieland house to be awesome.
What? That would be cool.
I mean, it is what it
Like
is.
make it
Universal,
carnival
right?
looking. Yeah. I think so.
It'd be awesome. I would love a Zombieland house. Zombieland is one of my favorite
Or
movies.
even
of
if
all
it
time.
wasn't a house, like you know how like they have the scare zones. Make
Yeah.
a Zombieland scare zone, like over by the carnival area, Bart Simpson area.
I agree, Nightwish Kid. I agree. It's impossible not to.
What?
Nightwish Kid said if you live in Florida, you should know someone that has park passes.
That's true.
That's true.
That's yeah.
Well, me and Zach.
Someone has to have one.
Matter of fact, I don't. Did we ever say that on one of our streams? Where me and Zach are gonna go to Halloween Horror Nights this year because of the Stranger Things. We'll probably do some video vlogs. We might even live stream. I don't know. I don't know what we're
Maybe we
doing.
could live stream this.
We might be live streaming it.
Yeah.
I was enjoying all the houses because we get the freaking Fear Pass and we definitely go the first Saturday that you're able to go.
Yeah, and every possible day we could go.
Yeah.
Like after work even, we'll go.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, especially those first few weeks, there's like nobody there.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome. Like I can't even wait for the Stranger Thing house. Like my wife doesn't even go. Like Bee-Boo on here. She doesn't like to go to Halloween Horror Nights, but she's going because she loves Stranger Things.
It's amazing.
And I can't wait for Stranger Things season 3.
One of the greatest things
Dude, like Stranger Things
ever be on Netflix.
All right, Stranger Things to me is like Goonies, a Han version of Goonies.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like it's so amazing, like the cast and how they recreate the '80s, and
It makes me wonder with this house, are they gonna just do scenes from the first season or first and second?
No, I hope
Should
it's
be
first
both.
and second.
Yeah.
So I
It
hope
should
like
be.
you walk into like the house and you see the lights, and then eventually you end up in the upside down, and then you're back into like
But the labs with
the
those
labs or
dogs,
something. Yeah, that'd be so cool.
the demi-dogs.
Who knows what they're gonna do? Universal does a great job with Halloween Horror Nights.
Maybe they'll
Yeah.
have. Maybe they'll have.
Ma-
Maybe they'll have. What's his name getting eaten by dogs?
Matter of fact, Bloody Bob.
Yeah.
Bloody
Bob.
Bob.
There you go.
Matter of fact, maybe we can set this up now as we're talking about it. Why don't we, if you guys like Halloween Horror Nights, we could do a meetup or something one time with all our muggers.
Yeah, I mean, like if we bump into anybody and everything,
Yeah.
I wouldn't organize something over there like that. But I like
Like
let them know the day we're going. They
yeah,
can
and then maybe if they
come
see
see
us,
us.
yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, because I feel like a place like that, you don't really organize anything.
No, I'm not saying necessarily organized, but we'll say, hey, we're going this Saturday.
Yeah.
If you see us there, like
Work.
say hello.
Ryan said, Stranger Things being compared to the Goonies is wonderful, LOL. Now I want Stranger Things Goonies mashup.
That'd be amazing.
Right?
By far, Goonies is probably my all-time favorite movie. I don't want them rebooting it.
Nope.
If they rebooted it, it was
It might happen one day.
If they did reboot it, it was already done with Ready Player One. That's my new Goonies right now. I can't wait for that movie to come out.
Still
I'm buying
haven't
it.
seen that movie yet.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
What?
I know. I'm sorry.
All right, well,
It's coming out soon on DVD.
next
or
week.
Blu-ray.
Next week, dude.
Is it next
Yes.
week?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It's on digital right now.
Infinity War comes out soon too. Like July 20th, like in a couple
What?
next couple days. I'm pretty sure Infinity War does.
Infinity War
Or is
is
it
August
August?
4th.
Yeah, it's August. Yeah,
What?
never mind. It's still close.
Yeah.
Oh my
Still very close. And then
God.
Deadpool will be like a couple weeks after. Then
Yeah.
Han Solo will be a couple weeks after.
Yeah.
You
And
haven't seen
then-
Han Solo yet.
I haven't.
Ant-Man
You
and
did see Han,
Wasp.
you did see Han Solo.
Yeah, I saw Han Solo. Yeah.
Okay. What'd you think?
He
He hasn't seen it yet, so don't like spoiling it. I mean, I pretty much spoiled
it.
Well, I did
Was
spoil it for you.
They haven't seen it yet.
so from Han Solo was really good. It was good. I expected more.
Yeah, that's what I did too.
That's all I gotta say. I expected it more to be more of a Michael Bay film, more action, more explosions, because it's Han.
See, that's one thing I've noticed with this is like when you talk about Star Wars, if you talk about the prequels, people are like, oh, they're shit, or they're great. Or if you talk about the original trilogy, people are like, oh, it's, of course it's amazing, But then if you ask somebody about if you ask what I've noticed is if you ask somebody about Han Solo, almost every person would be like, it was
all right.
Yep.
The best part was
hesitation.
Well, the best part was that one part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end, I'm assuming that's
yes. Which I told you about.
Yeah.
Which you already knew about.
I already knew about. Yeah. Thank you, social media.
Yeah. Social media. I heard social media just wasn't. So you know how like you'll get spoilers and let's talk about an old movie, for instance. Let's say Titanic. It'll be like,
That's an old movie.
It'll be.
Like, it is. Wait.
It's a pretty old movie.
The one with Leonardo, or like the one older than that?
The one with Leo with
Isn't that the only one?
Well, thanks guys, making me feel really ancient at this point.
Well, I'm just saying, like you have articles now where the spoiler will be in the article.
So
title.
eventually, guys, John and Zach will take over the show. I will be ashes and just
man,
hair.
Got a long way to go.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
I don't feel so good, guys.
No, but well, keep in mind. I mean, we say that Titanic is an old movie. When it first came out, the only way to watch it at home was to switch out VHSs.
Oh yeah, wasn't it like four? Wasn't there like 4 VHSs?
It was like
something
it was
like
like
that.
It was like 3.
Fuck that movie.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah, it was a 3 VHS set, and they were just like, "Good luck" on the front.
Spoilers are just
good
bad
luck, you'll make
now.
it through someday.
It's like you'll be scrolling down Facebook and it'll be like,
what if Leo
Jack died in Titanic? Like,
what if Leo
in the article? Like
the
article? Like,
oh my God,
it's
what
ridiculous.
the hell did you just spoil it?
I'm
for
sorry.
Me?
Hey, I apologize.
What if all right, instead of he's hanging on this door, he's hanging on all 4 VHSs? Like, she's like, just let go, Jack. He's like, I can't let go of all 4 of these 4 VHSs. All right.
The VHS tapes would be in the movie.
Yeah.
Nightwish Kid says 97, so it's 20 years old.
Thanks, guys.
Jesus.
Thanks.
21. It's old enough to drink. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks. I feel real old. Thanks.
Grow up so fast.
Sounded like one of your French girls.
You young bucks. You young bucks out there.
Come back.
Yeah, 98. That's when I graduated.
Young Bucks, wrestling fans, any of y'all? Woo.
Well, actually, his buddy Ryan is a big wrestling fan.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's about the Young Bucks. You're about the Golden Lovers.
Oh, Ryan said it was actually a 2 VHS set. I remember that.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
I remember it, man. I don't know.
Maybe if you cut it in half, it's 4.
Split it like
an
the
hour.
WWE right now is
garbage.
Shitty.
Yeah. I watch Japan. So I watch
that's what I heard. Like Japan and like a few
the
other
Japan
ones
stuff is good.
Ryan said Young Bucks for life.
Oh, okay. Be elite.
All caps.
Well, Young Bucks
All
and
caps.
who else? Scott Hall's son. What's his name?
The Nightmare, Cody.
Cody.
Yeah,
Or-
Cody.
Is he still with the Young Bucks?
Yeah, he manages and promotes all of them. He's like their
enforcer.
Vince McMahon.
He's like their enforcer though, isn't he?
Yeah, that as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like their Vince McMahon.
Okay.
Him.
That's Scott Hall, but his Cody Hall, right? You're saying
Is he?
Cody Hall.
Yeah, Cody.
Yeah, Cody Hall.
Yeah, the American.
He's like the enforcer. He comes out and he like slams people around.
yeah, guy with the blonde hair.
No, I don't think he has any hair.
Oh, then we're talking about somebody else.
Or no, maybe Ryan knows. Ryan, if you know, let us know.
The Nightmare. I'm talking about the Nightmare, Cody.
Ryan says, "Yo, Kenny Omega is the new champ, yo."
I agree with you all the way. Kenny Omega. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Ibushi. It's the Golden Lovers, man. Yo, the Golden Lovers.
I recently just watched Monday Night Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Boring?
No, it's boring. Like
It's just
all right,
predictable.
It's predictable.
Yeah.
Like right now, the big feud is Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley. Okay.
Okay.
I like Bobby Lashley. I don't like Roman Reigns. I think they give Roman Reigns way too much.
I don't know why they picked him for the push.
They
Like,
push him
why?
every time. They push him too much, and
Yeah.
it just. I mean, Braun Strowman right now, like Braun Strowman's like my favorite guy, only because he's funny as shit and he's big as hell. But they have him.
He's funny as shit. He's big.
Well, now, dude, he has a shirt now. He has a shirt that you can get. It says Monster in the Bank because he won Money in the
Nice.
Bank.
That works.
Ryan said, "Side note: Cody is Dusty Rhodes' son."
Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, Cody
Cody
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
I'm thinking,
Cody Rhodes.
who's
the
Scott
American
Hall?
Nightmare.
Well, who's Scott Hall's son then? It's Cody's son. Cody Hall.
Because every time I hear Cody, my mind goes instinctively to the
I
Nightmare.
thought his name was Cody or something Hall. Like Scott Hall's son is in Japan wrestling.
yeah,
Or was. He was like the big enforcer.
Cody Taylor Hall.
Okay.
Yeah, Cody Hall,
Yeah, I'll go.
American professional wrestler, working for Pro Wrestling Noah,
He's like the enforcer.
New Japan Pro. Yeah.
Yeah. Or he was with. I don't know if did they move. Did they move companies like the guys you were talking about the tag team dudes?
Oh, the Young Bucks?
Young Bucks. Or are they
Um,
still with New Japan?
no, I believe they're still. I believe so. Yeah, I believe they're still with Japan. Yeah, all those guys are kind of still with Japan, but Kenny might. I don't know. There's rumors, man.
Okay.
There's rumors.
Is there a way to watch New Japan?
Yeah, there's
Don't watch
there's
that
there's
over-
streaming sites.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's like I'd have to ask
Al.
Al,
Okay.
yeah, the guys at Epic Comics, they
Okay.
know.
Oh, guys! Breaking news. We got first story.
At the Daily Beagle.
April Bowlby will stretch from Titans to Doom Patrol as Elastigirl.
Woman. Okay.
Elastigirl.
I don't know too much about Doom Patrol other than what Zach's told me about Robot Man and now an Elastic. Girl.
It's I can't. It's like if you mixed Doctor Strange with X-Men, like the kind of stuff that he goes through, like the weird.
So, all right, so they're like X-Men but DC version. X-Men.
They're X-Men, but like the characters that you wouldn't put in an X-Men team. So they have these powers, but they're really really obscure.
Like and they're
really weird.
and they're not really like they don't fight as a
They're
team.
it's more like they're like the accident team.
Yeah.
So they all had tragic stuff happen to them and whatnot, and like they're just kind of like they just kind of grouped up accidents per se,
Okay.
and made the Doom Patrol, and
Yeah, they kind of teach them how to hone the stuff they're given. You know, it's
Yeah.
like unfortunate powers. Like you would have powers to like grow your fingernails really long, and by really long I mean like 2 extra inches. But they would teach you how to use that and be a hero with it. So it's like
okay.
really specific,
That's
really
cool.
specific stuff.
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
kind of like
Well, it was a hot comic.
Like a-
It was a really hot comic because it was hard to get. Like when you were working at Hudson,
Mhm.
you could even like. I was like, "Hey, John, can you order me
Doom Patrol is very
Doom
popular.
Patrol #1?" He's like, "No, sorry."
Is it
It's-
Doom Patrol or Descender?
No, it was Doom Patrol.
Well, no. Doom Patrol is written by the lead singer of My Chemical, or one of the guys who were
Yeah,
in My
Broadway.
Chemical Broadway. Yes,
Yeah.
My
What?
Chemical Romance.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's really prominent figure. I think he might have actually been the person that started the Young Animal line, right?
Yeah, he
Oh,
kinda
really?
helped
He
push
pushed
it. Yeah,
the Young
the
Animal
DC,
line
yeah.
with the whole Milk Wars and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I want to get the trade of that, and I kind of want to get Doom Patrol trade. So.
Yeah, Doom Patrol's under his even prior, the old Doom Patrol was still really good, but
Okay.
Well, Young Animal is,
The new
I
stuff
believe
is
Young
good.
Animal is like pretty much done, but they're keeping Doom Patrol going here soon.
yeah.
Because I tried to subscribe to Doom Patrol because I going to Acme, I had to like get all my subscriptions there.
Yeah.
And they
Well, you
said,
have to go
oh,
inside
I
a
don't
vault,
even see-
inside a vault to get a subscription to Acme.
no. I asked them about Doom Patrol, and they said they didn't see a new one on the computer, like coming out soon.
Okay.
But if you go online, it's just in a hiatus, but they're coming out soon.
Okay.
So it's Doom Patrol is continuing, but the rest of like the Young Animal
the
stuff
covers
is
are
pretty much
cool. Like
done.
the covers are super cool. Like it almost looks like a record cover.
They'd be stupid not to make more comics, especially now that the show's coming out on
Yeah, of course they're gonna keep it.
on DC Universe.
If anything,
Yeah.
you do your little mini series or you do something like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
They'll
Yeah.
keep it.
Yeah.
Doom Patrol. Hey, should we open the thing John gave us?
Yeah, we'll do an unboxing right here.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
need a
gonna
knife?
move. Mr. Mysterio.
I don't know if I have a knife or anything or a pen. You need a pen?
Does
I
anybody?
got keys.
Keys will work.
Does anybody have an orange slice?
John brought this to us. Sorry, Green Goblin.
This should work.
For the show.
We're gonna something
Even
for
though
the studio.
You and I
guys.
told him not to ever give us anything.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
So what do you guys think of?
I don't remember that.
What do you guys think of John being here? I definitely like him as a.
I like this. I like the 3-person dynamic.
Yeah.
This is really cool.
I would like to have him more often if we could.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, no, I like being here. It was great. Good times.
I mean, we're not done, but you know.
No, yeah.
Fun stuff. All right.
We're not done.
Let's see what this is.
Oh my gosh. What?
Yo.
Oh my god, it's a bat. Oh my god. Hurry up,
Knock
Zach.
everything over. What is this?
Oh my god.
my god.
Batman Arkham Knight hot toy.
Yo.
What?
Okay, I'm gonna
Dude.
freak out. I'm gonna freak out. How fitting is this? We were just talking about Arkham Knight
I
before we
know.
started recording.
I
Yeah, I
know.
know. That's why I was laughing when you guys brought it up.
Oh my god, dude. This is gonna look great in here. We're gonna put this right in the middle of the table, huh?
Right now.
Oh my god, dude.
I'm excited right now.
Oh, wow. Even the box is
Yeah,
just-
the box is amazing.
Okay, yeah. Alright, we're not throwing that box away.
Arkham Knight. Link says Arkham Knight. Yo.
Holy snikes.
Look how beautiful.
What?
Look how beautiful.
Look, you can change his face, dude.
Yep, they give you multiple custom options. Hot toys is definitely, if you guys are collectors, that's something you want to get into.
Alright, man.
Yo.
Dude, that's awesome.
I gotta
Thanks,
start investing.
You rock, man.
These are amazing.
I appreciate that.
Dude,
Seriously.
thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no problem,
man.
guys.
Seriously, man.
Oh my god.
Pleasure.
I can't open it fast enough.
Hurry up, Zach.
Wow, this is crazy. This is the first time I've ever opened
A hot toy.
hot toy.
Yeah.
I feel like I shouldn't touch
Let's
it.
do it.
Is it like taped at the bottom here?
No,
Let John help you.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
break it.
There we go. All right.
Oh my god. Look at the what? Look, he has all his gadgets. Oh my god. I'm like freaking out right now.
Yo, this is the most beautiful figure I think I've
Batman.
ever seen in my life.
Alright, now we just need a Joker to go with it.
Oh, he's like attached by the cape.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he might be.
What, he has a
yeah,
cape?
he might be.
Oh, there goes everything.
There you go. You're good.
What?
It's a pretty nice cape. Yo.
Oh man, all the pieces came out.
How crazy is that? We were talking about playing Arkham, and dude, that's freaking amazing. Thanks, John. Seriously.
No
This
problem.
is too much, man. This is awesome.
Like, all right. So, as you see, as the room's going, we have Marvel. Marvel's gonna be on this side of the wall. On the opposite side of the wall is my TV and the PlayStation, all that stuff, and I'm gonna have DC on that side.
That's the hand.
But we're gonna leave Batman on this table because that's amazing.
Yeah, for sure, man. I love
That is
Yeah,
amazing,
DC.
dude. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it should just pop in.
Zach's freaking. I know Zach's freaking out right now.
Yeah, you want to rip to the bed. There you go.
This takes the hand off him. Hey, Ryan says, I love John on the show and I love to talk wrestling with him. LOL. I've been watching wrestling for 25 years since I was 3. And he says, way to go, Zach, breaking shit.
Right? What the hell? All right, he's off the show, Ryan, and you're in. Oh my, dude, look at that. That's so cool. Is this something you had like in storage or something?
Yeah, so the Batman Arkham, these hot toys actually came out give or take a couple months ago. But I'm a huge collector, especially, I mean, you working at a comic book store, you end up collecting just your paychecks end up going back into the store. So, huge fan. There's this one. There's the Arkham Knight, the actual Arkham Knight. before you find out who he is. I'm not gonna say anything in case you guys wanted to play the video game.
Yeah.
And then there is
Which after unboxing this, we're gonna tell you a little something we're adding.
then there's
to
the
show.
Joker from Arkham Knight as well. He's trying to take off his face.
Yeah, he's got a mouth.
It's a magnetic piece.
It's just the mouth there.
Yeah.
Oh, this makes me not
Get in
want
there.
pops ever. I'm not ever buying pops. I'm just gonna buy Hot Toys.
You gotta save up all your pop money.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Oh, dude, you know what'd be cool?
I kind of like the close mouth better anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
like,
bad.
pop it in there.
Look at these,
And then all these gadgets. Dude. He's got so many gadgets.
these hands.
It's
It's
got a
crazy.
bunch of different hands so they can hold the guns and all the different weapons and
Yo.
things.
There's it.
But,
Zach's like, yo.
oh yeah, the display. Oh no, I think it goes in this one.
Doing that one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Hooks it into there.
What?
So it's like he's talking to Barbara.
Oh my god.
Barbara.
Barbara.
Oracle. There you go. Yeah. That's so cool. Wow.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Seriously.
no
This is
problem.
the
Yeah.
coolest thing.
Yeah, seriously. That's super cool.
I love my favorite thing about it. There's no joints.
Yeah.
Like it literally
it's,
like
yeah,
the
it looks.
fabric folds.
yeah. They ever since they started doing that, figures
Dude,
have
it's
gotten
so
so much better.
good.
Like where they just have the skin over the joints.
My
Yeah.
mind, I'm like my mind's just
I love
been
it.
blown right now just looking at this thing.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna start saving up money for this. Stuff like this, dude. This
So
is
awesome.
crazy.
Thank you, man. Seriously.
Does he come with a stand, I wonder?
Yeah. The stand's right here.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we
It's
definitely-
going. All right. Sorry,
But you
Sorry,
need
Mysterio.
that you connect that in there,
Oh, okay.
and then
What would you do without you?
Sorry, Mysterio.
kinda
You
lift it
lost
up
your
and
spot.
lift it up.
Wow, that goes into his balls.
Yeah.
Just goes
Nice
into-
and nice and comfy.
Nice and tug,
Yeah.
snug,
nice and tug.
tug. Well, he's gonna be tugging and snugging. Ain't no
Nice
matter.
and tug. Yo.
Let me. I'll take the little pieces.
Thank you for being a friend.
Thank you for being Jim Comic.
This is crazy, guys. I can't even.
I feel like it's Christmas.
I don't know. The face piece.
Yes. It's gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, that's so creepy too. Looking at it.
Oh, yep. Kind of need to
Is this like a? Oh, this is like a back piece, dude.
Yeah, that's a backdrop for him.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta build it.
Dude, look at that. Ryan, hey, you're right, Ryan.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those. You kind of want to lean him back on it. Let me see.
That's it. You're fired, Zach.
Listen, man.
So you kind of want to put.
Why'd you do it?
No problem.
Dude, that's dope. What?
It comes with a little backdrop, a little sky backdrop, and it's just like I am the night.
That's so cool.
Does that like? How do you build that?
No, it comes with a little stand. You kind of like put these little pieces in the back and it just.
Oh,
kinda
okay.
goes
That's
with
so
it.
cool.
Oh, where's the other thing?
Okay.
And then use your joints if you need them.
Damn, dude. This is so cool.
So awesome.
All right.
So John, if we did
Good.
a show every Friday at that, would that is your schedule change every Friday?
No, my schedule is normally what it is, and then
Okay.
I mean, I just have to let you know. Like, I definitely don't have.
I mean, if there's days like you have to do other stuff, you let us know.
yeah.
We can plan on just doing it every Friday.
That's fine. It works with me.
Obviously, next Saturday we're doing it because of the con.
Mm.
So, but we'll be like Zach said, doing it all day.
Yeah, that's fair.
So maybe we'll get lots of views.
Lots of
views. Would you guys like another drink?
Oh, I am
You're good.
good for now, buddy. Thank you.
Alright, yeah. I'm gonna go
Oh,
use.
what is this? Oh, it's the doohickey.
That?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure actually. Don't know.
It's his mustache.
All right.
Be right back, everybody.
Okay, so while Ryan's going to the restroom, what is your favorite? What is your favorite of the Arkham games?
So I have to be honest, not a fan of Asylum, only due to the fact that I played because when you're playing all the games, dude, Asylum's too small.
It's like
Just
really contained.
too small. Yeah, it doesn't work. My favorite would have to be. I've been trying to play. So if you know the game history, Batman Arkham Origins is not made by the same company. It's not made by Rocksteady. So due to that, they don't have a remastered edition for PlayStation 4 or Xbox One.
Oh, I wish they did.
Yes, because Arkham Origins was an amazing game. You're playing first year Batman. He's only been
Yes!
Batman for a bit. And
Batman Year One, basically. Like.
yeah, and then the fighting style is different. It's not as it's not hardcore. Like it's not as fluid because he's still
Learning.
Learning how to go about it.
Yeah.
So his movesets are a lot faster instead of a hard hitter like he normally is. But my favorite would have to be Arkham City or Arkham Knight.
Okay.
I played Arkham City the most probably, like nonstop. I'm talking about every time I replayed the game, I did the whole game, 100% completion. I'm talking about the 200 to 400 Riddler trophies as well. I always did everything. I'm just Batman's also my favorite superhero. So
all right, so
yes, Ramos. Arkham Origins did have Cold Heart. I was about to say that too. Cold Heart was amazing. The thermal exosuit that you get to wear, and then as you're kinetic hitting things, and you build up that kinetic energy, and then you can expand into like a heat blast or something like that. It was yes.
Oh, for Batman Arkham.
Yeah, for Arkham Origins.
Somebody cosplayed as that. Like,
oh,
to
the thermo
T.
suit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could respect that. I can respect that.
So now that
Have
we
you seen a
have
statue for that too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's a huge one. Yeah.
now that we have a little
Prime One
segue for this,
Prime One Studio did it.
guys, should we tell them, Zach?
Yeah.
All right, so me and Zach decided why not to have this account, YouTube channel, but not only have that, but have a Twitch. So if you guys are on Twitch or not, we're gonna have a Twitch channel called what did we decide we're gonna call it, Zach?
A fresh cup of continue.
Fresh Cup of Continue. So basically, which we're having a good time tonight. So when we probably end this, we're gonna maybe turn on. I downloaded Batman Arkham because I haven't really played it through.
You will know.
I will now. We're gonna probably stream you on there playing the game, so you guys can comment on there and get on Twitch and watch us on there as well, playing games. So we're gonna try to play some superhero games. Definitely when Spider-Man comes out. When Superman comes out, maybe if that ever comes out.
Yeah.
Any super games or any game like Borderlands 2, whatever. Maybe we'll just afterwards, if we're having a good old time, we'll get on and play some video games on Twitch. So that's one of our new things we're going to start doing, hopefully. So maybe after this, we'll get on there.
Speaking of, Ryan said, have you guys heard anything about the Superman game that is supposedly in the works that is based on the Batman Arkham universe?
I did hear. The only thing I did hear was San Diego Comic-Con is going to air something or talk about it at least there. So we might see a trailer or something for it there. So hopefully we will see it there.
I'm hoping.
So
Honestly, no idea.
Yeah, right? This is such a weird...
Yeah.
well, I mean, he looks totally cool without it. Let's put it that way.
I agree.
Batman Arkham.
Yeah, no idea.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense with the...
Dynamic, maybe it bends. Maybe
So we're gonna try to get John here every Friday if we can and do a live stream. I hope you guys are liking the live streams and all our other videos.
Maybe.
What do you guys think of Zach's new daily sip? And I'm gonna try to refine my weekly spill as well.
Ramos says try flipping the triangle to where the longest side is the top side.
Thanks, Ramos.
Got it.
Oh, he got it.
Ramos.
Oh, he got it.
It works.
Thanks to Ramos.
He did it.
You can't really see with the lights.
Yeah, you can't with the light.
Yeah, it's the ladder. Hey,
There
you go.
That backdrop.
Immersion.
Special effects. A matter of fact, all right. So I went to the comic store to get my comics today.
Okay.
Epic Comics?
Yes,
Okay,
Epic Comics. Okay, I gotta drop Epic.
Hey, you gotta drop
Love
it.
you, Al.
Yeah. SuperCon. Right now, Epic Comics is at SuperCon in Miami?
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, Fort Lauderdale.
Selling his statues and his pops. So if you're at SuperCon and you're watching this,
Miles! Hey, Milo!
oh, Miles is on?
Yeah, Miles is on.
What's up, Miles?
Dude, I got comics, man. You need to come pick them up.
Thanks, Link. Link
Look at
said
that.
we're awesome.
I love you, Link. I love the name. I love Zelda. So, hey. What the hell was I talking about? Epic Comics.
Epic Comics. You said you picked up your comics.
Pick up my comics.
Yeah.
I talked to Jose, which is another great
guy.
employee at Epic Comics.
Yup.
I wish he was on here watching. He could ask John anything he wants. And now I forget what I was talking about. Jesus.
Jesus is a good topic.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus
fair,
was his
fair topic.
name.
Jesus is always a winning topic in my
He is my superhero.
There's nothing more super than the power of Jesus.
He is Superman.
Where are those comics?
Wait, hold on. What if Superman is Jesus, but that's their version of Jesus?
Well, if you can break down,
Because he is alright.
you
So
can break down comics into a religious standpoint, and
Yeah.
people do view Superman
As
as
Jesus.
as a Jesus-like
because
character.
he's like a good.
Yeah. He stands up for what's right
Yeah.
and all that other.
And Jesus
moral
would do
stuff.
the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but
I mean, instead of an S, he would have a G on his chest.
yeah, like a G or a J or something like that.
GJ,
Yeah.
GJ, or JG. I don't know.
Swamp Thing series or Doom Patrol series, which are you more hyped for?
Both.
From Rainbows.
Both.
Doom Patrol.
Both. For me.
I
I like Swamp Thing only because Swamp Thing, when I was younger, obviously I was younger than you guys back then. The Swamp Thing series was cool back then for me as a kid, and for the time it was, the special effects they used for Swamp Thing was super cool.
Yeah.
The storyline was cool, where it was like Louisiana based, like plantation house where he was working in this like secret lab and doing stuff with plants or whatever the hell it was, and then it blew up and he flew into a swamp and then all the chemicals on him about the swamp man, the Swamp Thing, which he was in love with this like the guy that owned the plantation that was evil. He was in love with the daughter. So I'm hoping they kind of go with that concept. But Zach said, didn't you say something that was different?
What?
The Swamp Thing series, like it's a whole different series.
Well, okay, so it's different in that it's not following Swamp Thing like the cartoon used to. He's literally.
This wasn't a cartoon that I watched. It was like a live action.
Yeah, the Swamp.
It was on
Swamp
like
Thing.
Sci-Fi Channel.
Well,
Yeah, I've seen it.
the one that I've seen was the cartoon back in the day. Swamp Thing. Dun, dun,
No.
dun,
This
dun,
is
dun.
like literally like a live action.
Gotcha. Well,
They
this
even
is,
had a movie. They had a Swamp Thing
I
movie.
know what you're talking
This
about.
is gonna focus on a human character who is, I guess, the love interest of Swamp Thing. So you're gonna see things from her perspective. He's gonna be sort of like a co-star, basically, instead of being like the main focus.
But
Those shows
well,
don't normally do well.
Like imagine a Lois Lane show where Superman is in it.
Swamp
Yeah,
Thing's
but
like
not the main.
But Swamp Thing's
character.
like that already. Swamp Thing's like that already. Like, look at like some of the animated movies they've already created.
Of course, like Justice League Dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Swamp
he's
Thing.
a side
You don't
character.
see him at all unless like they mess with the swamp or
Yeah.
something. He pops up. Ooh,
Same for Harley Quinn and Batman.
Yeah.
I think Swamp Thing pops up in there as well.
For which that was a shit movie.
Oh, that was that was like a cameo.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah.
ends up fighting like the other
It's-
Swamp
it's
Thing
not Swamp Thing.
character.
Swamp-
No, it's
yeah.
not Swamp Thing. What was that guy's name?
Fern.
Yeah, but doesn't Swamp Thing show up in that?
He does,
too?
but
Yeah,
because it's Poison Ivy,
Yeah.
Swamp Thing, and
Poison
then
Ivy, Harley Quinn.
and I forget the other green dude, the Fern or the
Yeah.
Cactus, where the hell his name
Yeah,
was.
yeah. I'm just hoping with
He
the
looked
Swamp
like
Thing.
he looked like he almost looked like a frost elf or something, but green. It was weird.
I'm just kind of with the Swamp Thing series. I'm kind of hoping that I want them to go explore into the green.
Yeah.
Explore into the actual what gives him Poison
Those-
Ivy, Aquaman, like the green, the blue, the gray,
Those
the
powers, yeah.
like those things, because a lot of people don't know about that stuff. And I'm hoping that they get in that,
Well, he Swamp Thing himself was like, I mean, if you go back, way back, Swamp Thing, like there was a version of Swamp Thing where like an issue of comics where he was in hell fighting like demons and like monsters and.
But see, that's the thing with
It's
this
crazy,
show. I
like-
don't see them doing stuff
No,
like that.
no, they're not
it's
going
gonna be
to,
like
but-
a scientific anomaly.
Yeah.
But see, why I'm more excited for Doom Patrol?
Okay, well now that I know that, like I'm probably more excited for Doom Patrol because if it's not a Swamp Thing perspective where it's based on him and not based on him and based on the girl.
Mhm.
Who wants to watch that bullshit?
Miles says, "Do you really think that can hold an audience?" And Ramos says, "Floronic Man."
Pharaonic
Yeah,
Man.
Yeah, because I think
Whatever,
that
Fern
was,
Cactus
yeah.
Man, whatever the hell his name was.
Do I really think that can hold the
Um,
audience?
I think Swamp Thing, my honest opinion, unless you can, like, the way a TV show normally goes about, Swamp Thing is going to be a hard thing to do, dude. It's going to be rough, especially if he's not the main character.
He is.
He's gonna be like a boogeyman, I guess. at
Yeah,
this
he's a
point.
side.
Like you'll see
he's
him
a
here
s-
once in a while.
Yeah, I see,
Come
that's-
out of the swamp. Yeah, I'm not.
Did you guys ever watch that one show with Vanessa Hudgens where she works as a group of scientists to make tech
For the superheroes?
to make tech for the humans that are like in the collateral, like in the area of like so it's like they make
Powerless?
Powerless.
Powerless.
was it that one?
Yeah, that's the one she was in.
Yeah,
Because there
yeah.
was Powerless, and then there was also a Power.
Power, yeah. So yeah, it's Vanessa Hudgens, and she her team makes tech. So like if Superman and somebody were fighting, they make tech to protect you from like
Falling
you know,
debris.
or
whatever.
yeah, so you're not like collateral
Ugh.
damage. And
Stupid.
that show did not do well. So
Here's a force field for all the buildings that are gonna fall on you.
Ramos says Powerless was amazing. They need to bring that shit
Yeah,
back.
it's not gonna happen, Ramos. Sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry to ruin your dreams.
I'll tell you what. It seemed to me,
Yeah.
I would have rather watched Powerless than any episodes of Agents of Shield.
No, you did not just say that.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
a
not
big
fan.
shit. He's a big
Oh
shield
my
person.
god. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Okay, guys,
super
if you've
corny.
never watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or if you've tried to watch it, if you can get past the first half of the first season,
Do they bring?
it gets so good.
Do they
like
bring,
every season gets like
Do they bring
50 million
super
times
bad?
better.
Do they bring super bad guys in there like with powers?
yeah, they have that. Yeah, they do.
What guy?
It's
Name one villain in there.
Miles says awful laugh out loud. Well, you get Lady Sif from Thor. The Thor movies pop up in there.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying.
Yay!
You have her.
Yes!
You have her. They did a better version adaptation of the Inhumans than the actual Inhumans show.
I will say the one time that actually held my interest
I have
was
no
when they had
interest in
Ghost Rider on it.
They had exactly. They had Ghost Rider. They had Ada. They had Deathlock. They had a lot of
Deathlock?
Cool, yeah, they had a lot of cool.
But I will-
Marvel characters.
I will say,
popular ones.
during the scene, I saw a battle between, I guess, the main girl of the show and Ghost Rider. And Ghost Rider was like intimidating as fuck, you
Mhm.
know? But then like every time I cut to her, I couldn't take it seriously because it was so corny. It was so cheesy. Like even just like seeing her face, she always had that
Well,
same kind of like, I'm super powerful.
I
Fear
have-
me.
I have powers.
She always had that same like kind of like angry like, I'm gonna get you look on her face.
I
And that's-
shoot
it
rocks
gets to
out of
me.
my hand.
It gets to me like show some emotion, but because like I get it, she's powerful, but like it's always the same face, and that pulls me out.
What if the villain had
that's
like
fair.
powers where they shot Christmas lights or something at you?
Christmas lights?
Yeah,
That'd be interesting. Would there be a superhero or supervillain?
villain.
Villain. Okay.
I want a villain.
So like during Halloween, they're shooting Christmas lights. Like,
yeah.
like basically when Christmas takes over Halloween stores.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, why not?
it'd be fucking weird.
It would, but
It'd be like a sequel to like The Rise of the Guardians.
it'd be so random.
Oh man.
They're like, ha!
Do you guys watch Legion or Preacher?
Yes.
He watches Preacher.
Preacher's amazing,
It
and so
is.
is Legion.
I got to the point where there were so many superhero shows and so many things going on. I stopped watching.
No,
watching these
man,
things.
there is time.
That's the exact reason why you should watch those, because those actually set themselves apart.
Well,
Yeah,
the
Legion and Preacher
The problem with Preacher
definitely
though,
set
like the problem with Preacher
themselves
though, I wasn't reading. I'd never read any of the comics, so it's kind of like.
you don't really need to. It
No.
kind of
Yeah,
like does
it
its
kind
own
of
thing,
does
yeah.
explanation. Explains very well.
Because I watched the first season and I liked it, but like.
Well, the first season takes place before the comics.
Yeah,
So like the very last episode, like the first episode of the season 2,
Yeah.
picks up where the comics pick up. But the season 1 was like a prequel. But
nice, Ramos. Ramos says he's 2 episodes behind on Legion. He has to finish. The
I want to
season.
watch Legion, but again,
I haven't even started season 2. I'm waiting for it to
It's
go.
Legion.
On Hulu.
It's on Hulu,
Yeah.
right?
Season 1's on Hulu.
Season 1, yeah.
And Preacher season 1 and 2 are on Hulu as well.
See.
Yeah. Legion is great.
Again, guys. If you want to give me your Hulu,
Aubrey Plaza, man.
if you want to give me
Oh
your,
my god.
if you want to give me your Hulu accounts, I will watch them.
Yo, Miles, you got Hulu, don't you? I'm waiting for him to respond.
Miles, is that which one's
Miles Cologne, he works Metro PCS.
Oh shit! What up,
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Miles is like, yes, I do. Guys, if you ever need help, phone stuff,
Miles.
your cord's not working, you need a new case, like just any phone
Man, I miss
tech
going.
stuff.
I miss going
you
Mondays.
You need to go to Metro PCS inside of the Oviedo Mall. Ask for Miles or Andrew or Tanya. They will help you out.
Shameless plug. That's great.
So Miles, for that, like, just give me your Hulu.
Oh, he said he'd text you the info. Oh, look at that.
Right on,
There
Miles.
it is.
My
Dude,
boy.
Miles is he's a
That's my boy. Right there.
he's a
I miss
player.
I miss Miles though. Like going up Monday, we all like. Talk
Yeah, Monday. Yeah,
bullshit
Mondays.
stuff.
Yeah.
was our
Mondays were
bullshit
good.
day,
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, sorry, Miles. I can't go there anymore.
Memories.
I'll go there, I guess, when like I need shoes from Payless or.
No, I need to go. Yeah, I need to stop by and say hey to them.
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
I'm just kidding.
Tell them to come on here. You can say hi to them here.
Oh, true. Yeah, Miles good. Yeah.
Well, eventually,
join us in the chats.
Yeah.
well, eventually we can have like maybe like we can have a little section over here. Like, we'll just crowd a bunch of people in the corner.
It's
a
a little
studio.
seating area.
Yeah, we'll have a little seating
A
area.
live audience.
That'd be cool. Like I think that might work. If we could like put a few chairs over there.
That would be great.
That'd be fun.
Miles never wants to get and play Fortnite with me. Never wants to.
I'm
hop
not a
on
big Fortnite person.
I will not have. I played Fortnite once. I died immediately and uninstalled the game.
Zach's very competitive, and if he dies, he stops playing.
I think the game was installed on my PlayStation for a total of 20 minutes.
Oh
I've
my
never
god.
I never played it, so.
Yeah, Miles never plays Fortnite with me.
I got
ever.
shot in the face with a shotgun and I got pissed.
He always. Why do I have to bring it up? I have to bring it up because, man, I don't see you as often as I used to. So Fortnite was our thing, and you never want to play. He's
Does
never
Miles
on.
get comics?
Miles,
Do you get comics?
he's knowledgeable with comics.
Something of the epic.
I got him. Well, he doesn't really like
Oh, you
get
didn't read
comics per se. Yeah, but I got him the Batman issue 50, the wedding. I have to give.
I haven't read it
give
yet.
to him.
I haven't read it.
I haven't read it either.
I'm excited
But I
about it.
got
Dude,
him that. So
Let's just say Tom King's writings.
yeah.
Holy
He has he has plans to like. So the overbearing. He has.
You didn't get that, Zach, did you? You didn't get the Batman wedding issue?
No.
He has. Tom King has plans to like go to like issue 100.
That's awesome.
Like, and because Tom King's writing is like you get portions of the story,
Dude.
But issue 100 is when you're just gonna get the overbearing,
I'm
like
telling you right now,
how powerful.
the two
like,
issues
is.
before this wedding issue,
Links. Sorry.
phenomenal. Like
Yes.
storyline.
The build up to the wedding
dude,
has
like,
just been so good.
And Joker is like the
Yep.
main focal point of it. Like it's, dude, I was like, whoa, like,
Link,
like literally like crazy. Like,
Link says it takes longer to get into the game than you stay in the game, right, Zach?
Yeah, it's like a loading screen simulator.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite's a good game, man. I don't know.
Third-person shooter.
I play that all the time.
So what do you have to like? See, the only thing I don't like is you have to build structures, right?
Yeah, for defense, or offense.
Fuck that. Like play Call of Duty and
Well,
I'll just shoot you.
the thing with me is that like the reason I love video games so much, like I'll play a local co-op with you guys any day, but give me a good story to play through. Like give me a linear game, maybe like a open world something. But as soon as you make it like just a PvP, like me versus somebody else, I'm always gonna feel less about myself because I feel like I'm really good at the game when I'm playing a story. But then as soon as you drop me online,
and then someone kills you.
Like when I'm playing Street Fighter, I feel like I'm doing great. I go online, and some kid in Japan who's a rookie kills me with like 3 hits. I'm like, what the fuck?
A kid in Japan would be considered a rookie, but if they're
that's what I'm saying.
They're
the first person I faced online in Street Fighter.
I'm sorry. Like, as much as I love anime, I love the Japanese culture.
Yeah.
Japanese people can do everything. They can do whatever they want.
Well, not everything.
Yeah, they're pretty good at. Everything, especially when it comes to video games. I don't know what it is.
Video games I give them, but I don't know about everything.
The only
check out music. Japanese music is actually really, really good.
That's true. Well, baseball they have baseball players that have home runs.
Baseball, soccer, World Cup.
Basketball, no.
Japan has one of the best
basketball. I'm gonna say
and women's team ever.
Basketball, they're out.
No.
All right, basketball. USA.
I've always been,
not to offend anybody.
If you're Japanese, it's okay. USA.
I've always been more of a Quidditch guy.
Quidditch, an amazing sport. Cricket. It's a real sport too. People do actually hold the broom and everything, and it's like rugby and. Just rugby. And then they're just going around hitting people and stuff like that. It's actually really, it's actually really intense.
Beer pong.
Polo.
All right.
Rainbow says Joaquin Joker or Jared Joker.
Well,
haven't seen enough. I haven't
seen the Joaquin Joker yet, but
bye, Miles. Miles says bye.
Peace, Miles.
I am excited to see what they do with Joaquin, but I also want to see more from Jared.
Yeah,
I already,
two different types of Jokers.
That's what I'm saying. I need to see more.
But this is going to be an origin, and that's the one thing I never liked about the Joker is like origins. The only thing is like the Killing Joke is good,
but
if
they make it to the Killing Joke origin,
but it's like.
But they're not going to.
They already did
their own.
I think they should.
They already did that. You have the book, which it's one of the biggest storylines ever, and then you have the animated movie, which people are certain scenes are.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
But like it's like you have all that. We don't need an origin story. Sure, I get it. General audience probably might not know, his origin story, but
I think they'll go see it only because they're like, Joker. They know who the Joker. Everybody knows at this point who the Joker is.
Yeah. Even if you don't read comic books, you see the Joker.
They're gonna go see
it.
So.
Yeah.
See, I would rather have maybe like a.
But they said Batman's gonna be in this movie. They're gonna have a Batman.
Well, Batman technically, depending on what storyline you're going with, Batman technically created the Joker.
Depending on the story.
Depending on who's
correct, like
writing.
He knocked him into the
bat and everything. Yeah.
If I could do a storyline, it would definitely be. It wouldn't be an origin. It would be way down the line after he's been the Joker for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably go the route of maybe Endgame, where he kind of like comes back like after Batman.
So basically, taking his face off and
like start off the movie with a scene where Batman kills the Joker, right?
Yeah.
And then go like maybe like 5 years later, and then start the movie that way. The main title 5 years like like the Joker, in game, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it shows that 5 year later title card. It shows Bruce Wayne still kind of like recovering. He's not doing Batman as much anymore, but he's still doing it.
Yeah.
But he's training all these people and everything. And then they start going into the whole in game arc where the Joker is like back, but Batman doesn't believe it because he died. Do that to where you get into the psychological part of it. But not to the point where you just you understand why the Joker does what he does, because I feel like that's why they're doing the origin movie. It's like we're trying to get into his psyche to understand why he does it. We don't want to know why he does it. We want to know. We want to know what people feel from the things that he does.
Yeah, you can't really explain the Joker. That's why me personally, in my head, I think when you really break it down, the Joker is the most honest, the most truest to the term villain, because he doesn't. It with Penguin, Two-Face, or just Marvel, DC, you got these guys like Penguin. He wants to, he wants money. He wants to not rule the world necessarily. He just wants to create himself a little kingdom. Mm-hmm. Everybody has their own motives and stuff. Joker doesn't necessarily have a motive.
Yeah.
If he needs to go steal a bomb, he'll steal a bomb. But the way he goes about doing it is in some crazy he just doesn't just disregard of just everything. He's a true villain, and that's why I like the Joker. That's why the Joker's probably my favorite bad guy.
And I like the mystery behind the Joker because you can never really pinpoint his origin.
You don't know his name. You don't know his real name.
Especially with the way they did Rebirth at the beginning of Rebirth. You have 3 Jokers.
You don't know you don't know his real name. You don't know who he is.
I'll bring up a scene from a couple scenes from The Dark Knight. Mm-hmm. Probably my favorite scenes in the entire movie is when he asks, "You want to know how I got these scars?" But both times they're different stories, but he tells him as if he lived through both of them.
Yeah.
And it's you don't know which one
Such
is which.
Conviction.
And you are convinced that he either A, doesn't know which one is which, or B, knows full well.
Yeah.
And he's just messing with people.
I'll tell you what, if you want this wedding with the Joker in it is
yeah, give it a read, dude.
I'm telling you, it's one of the best.
I haven't read issue 50, but leading up to, you need to give it a read.
Okay.
It's
really, I'll get it on trade.
It's sick.
When it comes out.
You can read. I have them. You can just read that one.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, okay.
They're so good, man. The Catwoman one, I was the 50 or 49 with Catwoman.
Yeah.
Them laying there. I was like, what the hell, dude? It's oh my god.
Yeah.
Ryan basically agreed with what I was saying, where he said one of the best parts of the Joker is that there's no real definite, clear-cut origin. It's a big mystery, which is what makes him so great.
Yeah.
So an origin movie might actually be bad because of that mystery, and that's one of the things is even Batman's kind of terrified of him to a point, because even he, the greatest detective on the planet, still doesn't know where the Joker came from. He doesn't know his specific origin.
I always thought it'd be a cool storyline would be Batman's parents had another kid, but they never told him about this kid, and it was just a brother of Bruce Wayne, and it was the Joker.
Jack Wayne or something.
Whatever, but
yeah.
And that's why they always they kind of they're fighting each other, but they never can beat each other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're family, but they don't really know they're family. I think that would be a cool storyline if they did that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Almost, or even if they were twin brothers, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the Joker was taken away at birth or something.
I will say one thing that they tried to connect him before.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that I didn't like that, where it was oh, the Joker is the one who killed his parents.
Yeah.
I felt that was kind of the Sandman being involved in Uncle Ben's death in Spider-Man 3 was kind of okay, well, you're kind of forcing it in there now.
Mm-hmm.
But I do there on one hand I would like to see a connection between both of them, but on the other hand, I would love for them just to not. You just don't know where he comes from. He just enters, just like the Heath Ledger Joker comes in.
Yeah.
The first time you see him is on the street corner. You don't know where he's been before that. You don't know why he's there.
That was one of the greatest movies ever made. Seriously, one of the greatest Batman Joker movies. You didn't like it?
I don't. So I'm a huge Batman fan. It's my favorite superhero. I do not like the Dark Knight movies. I respect them.
I know you don't like the Dark Knight movies.
I respect them, but I do not like them.
As a Joker. As a Joker, though.
Yeah, it just doesn't.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. Batman's the main character. All those movies are about the villains.
Yeah, Batman took a backseat.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, all those very well deserved. It's Ra's
Joker, Bane. Like those are three big villains.
Yeah.
Well deserved. And then, but like I don't know. But again, they're really good movies. I personally just don't really.
Well, that's why when those movies are coming out, even though I love those movies and I still watch them like over and over again today.
Yeah.
My Batman universe is the Arkham games.
I agree.
Because
the Arkham games are the most realistic. That's how Batman's life would play out.
Yeah, and you get time with those villains, but you also get time to get get attached to Batman.
Yeah.
Like it's not like he's just like there to serve as a counterpart to these amazing villains.
Yeah,
yes, yeah.
But I'm really hoping that we get more of Jared Leto's Joker. Because
I'm kind of interested about that.
He had that same kind of vibe that Heath did, in the sense that you still didn't know what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Whenever he was in a scene, you didn't know what he was thinking.
It was more the gangster Joker. That's what.
Which I love. The tailcoat. Oh my god.
It was cool. So we'll see. Hopefully the next one will be more Joker-esque. Where you see more of him and. If I personally like. A lot of people hated the Suicide Squad movie. I liked it for what it was.
So did you watch the Ultimate Edition of the Suicide Squad?
No, I never saw it.
Okay, did you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so there's Jared Leto was saying prior to that movie coming out, he was saying that after the movie came out, he was like, he had a lot of scenes that he filmed that didn't make it to the Ultimate Edition. And he was like, if you saw those scenes would, prove that his Joker was, like, pretty good.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people didn't really like his Joker, but at the same time, if you look at it, he didn't have a lot of screen time. They
cut a lot of it out.
Yeah. So there's a scene in the Ultimate Edition that I'm not gonna get into in case you want to watch it, but
you can say it. I'll
there's a scene where he's talking with the Harley in the car. And they get out of a car.
Yes.
And that there's basically he's antagonizing her, and that portion, that scene, she puts a gun to his head, and she puts a gun to his head, and he's like, shoot me, or like he kind of pretends like he's scared, and he's like, oh, don't shoot me, and then he starts like kind of crying, and then the crying turns into a maniacal laugh. And it's so evil, and he kind of just like looks up at her, and like you just kind of look at him, and you're just like, oh my god.
See that there was
Joker.
There was a subtle thing in that scene that I don't know if you noticed.
Mm-hmm.
When he does that, because the whole movie he kind of talks like this.
Yeah.
And then when that's in that scene, he's acting because when he like she points the gun at him, he's like, don't hurt me.
Yeah, he's like,
and he gets a southern accent. He's like, I'll be your friend. Like he's almost like mocking her,
Yeah, because he knew he wasn't gonna shoot her. It's a really good scene. And then he goes into the fake crying and into the evil laugh, and it was good. Like it was really good.
Nice. And there's a line from that I wish they kept in the movie where she was like basically like she was like, I love you, or whatever, and he was like, I'm not a person, I'm an idea.
Yeah, something like
I'm not someone.
I'm interested to see like him take it to a different level with it, maybe so. But like again, Suicide Squad, like Will Smith, like for a Deadshot, like I thought he was gonna ruin the movie, but he saved it, like
because he was comedic relief.
Like he was so good, like. Will Smith, like, is so crazy, like...
As a
Deadshot.
Yeah.
Any of the movies he's done, like, alright,
Will Smith's a good actor.
Like, the Netflix series he did, Bright.
Yeah.
Dude, I start tearing up that one part. like he can make you cry at any moment.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, he's a good actor. He's a really good actor.
Which I love Bright. Like, Bright was, like, super cool.
It had a good foundation.
Yeah.
Watching it, I've watched it maybe 10 times.
Yeah.
The more you watch it, the more you kind of catch like they rode through like the elf town and then they never mention it again. Like why? But going off topic.
Sorry.
I want to see what the original Suicide Squad was going to be like because they rewrote it when Tom Hardy dropped out because he was supposed to play Rick Flag.
Yeah.
But he dropped out because of reshoots from The Revenant. So he was scheduled like he couldn't make it. So when that happened, he was supposed to be like
because The Revenant was so good.
He was supposed to. The movie was supposed to focus on Rick Flag, Tom Hardy's character. But when he dropped out, they had to bring in somebody else. They brought in Will Smith, and they rewrote everything to focus more on Deadshot.
Yeah.
So I want to know what the movie would have been like.
Which made me
Tom
want to, like,
Hardy's.
after seeing that, made me want to read more on Deadshot or learn about Deadshot.
See, Deadshot's not like that in the comics.
I
Right? It's
know,
like all
I know,
quippy and
I know,
stuff.
but, like,
he's really
super.
not.
He's very, like, he's like a side.
Have you seen the animated movies?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like
He's a side villain.
Yeah.
He's very.
I think actually Arrow actually did a better Deadshot.
yeah. I
Like
like
Will
Arrow's
Smith was a
Deadshot.
great Will Smith in the movie.
Yeah, but the Deadshot they had in Arrow was, you know,
Pretty spot on.
spot on from the comics. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I'm excited to see where they go with all these characters, man. But specifically, like, I want to see more. Like, I was one of the few people that kept defending Jared Leto's Joker to people, and they were like, "Oh, he was shit," and I was like, "You're shit." Like, give him a chance. It's the script, because they wrote the script within a few weeks.
Yeah.
It was rushed. But if
Yeah.
my thing is, if they gave Jared Leto's Joker, this rendition of Joker, if he had the same script as Heath Ledger's, do you think people would act different?
If Jared was Heath Ledger's Joker,
Yeah, if Heath Ledger's Joker never happened, and it was this version of Joker,
Joker,
Jared
so-
Leto's Joker,
so
with
he
the same
wouldn't have-
script that he had.
would they praise his Joker? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We'll have to see.
Because like Heath Ledger, for rest in peace, but Heath Ledger will forever, like, he's the Joker. Like, that's cemented. Like, people gave him to, like, that's his role. Like,
Yeah.
they gave him that.
Yeah.
Had we have not gotten that and then got Jared Leto, who knows?
But like that movie was planned over a course of like months and
Oh
months.
yeah.
But this
Yeah.
script was for Suicide Squad was written in a few weeks. But people keep comparing these Jokers as if they're
they're not the same.
yeah,
Can't do it.
because a lot more time and effort went into one of them. But
Yeah.
Jared Leto as an actor would have been perfect. You know.
Oh, sorry, that was our buddy Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Wayne's World.
Wayne's World.
Party on, girl.
Michael Myers.
Party on.
Party on.
Alright. Yeah, I mean, so I don't know if you guys, I mean,
How long have we been talking? First of all.
it's 11:15.
Almost. What is this? An hour and a half.
Yeah, we started, I don't remember when we started.
Fuck yeah, I love it. Nerding out, talking
What were you
forever. Sorry. Did
you
I
guys-
interrupt you, John Comics?
No, you're good. Have you guys ever, I don't remember, you guys ever talk about your favorite Batmans, or like which Batmans you guys like the most?
Ooh.
Like out of the, like
Out of the
live
movies?
action guys? Yeah, live action and stuff like that. Because I don't remember, I was trying to remember, but I can't.
Without a doubt, Ben Affleck.
Yeah?
Without a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Ben Affleck, like, he's very comic, like, out of the comic.
Yes.
Like,
I agree.
I don't, like, suit
Link
wise.
said 2 hours and 15 minutes.
That's the longest we've gone. Like, I don't think we've gone, and we've usually stopped at like about an hour and 40 minutes. So we're at 2:15.
Yeah.
I will say so these are my opinions of the other Batman. So Christian Bale, all I can think of is that. That's all I can think of.
Okay.
And then
but you can't. Okay, so my thing
Well,
is,
I never
don't-
had an issue with that.
I
Like,
don't-
to be honest with you, because he had to. I mean, I know why he did what he did.
yeah.
Because he was supposed to have like a voice modulator in,
Yeah.
in his suit to make him sound different than what Bruce Wayne's voice would sound like.
Yeah.
Which is understandable. I listen. I liked all the movies that they did, that Christopher Nolan did.
Yeah.
Only because to me it was dark, and Batman's a dark character. I understand like it was based on more of the villains and everything, but it was a dark movie, and Batman's a dark character. He's not, like.
The thing with those movies is like even looking back on them and everything, Batman the entire time feels like a supporting character.
Well, yeah, but it still was a good like. All right, so the first movie, like Batman Begins, right? What a lot of people hated that movie.
Oh, I love it.
I love it.
But even
it shows
though-
his origin. It shows him like how he got his, how he learned all his techniques. His, how he became like he's pretty much a ninja with a bat suit. And then the second one comes out with the Joker, which I thought was brilliant. It's basically the Joker's movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly,
mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is definitely.
And that's what they were focusing on this character because he was the main actor, pretty much. I mean, it was a Batman movie, but it was Joker's movie.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the third movie was
Bane
but Batman, you know, like
slash Talia in the back.
yeah.
But when you think about the storyline
I
that
liked
Batman goes through, not the villain storyline, but the actual personal, like the personal loss and sacrifice that he goes through. The second movie, he's supposed to be beating himself up and like dealing with this huge loss that he's just like the love of his life basically is gone.
Yeah.
He has to deal with this Joker guy. I don't feel like that came across because the whole time, from beginning to end, he has the same kind of like sad look on his face.
Mhm.
That whole
And
thing
then-
with the girl like was they could have just cut that out of the
Rachel
movie.
Dawes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have cut that out of the movie, and I
They could have made it work. They could have made it to where you actually bought that
I
relationship.
just,
because I can care less. Like Bruce Wayne doesn't have any girlfriend. Like
I mean,
he's a playboy.
Well, you
dude.
said
He's-
you said Bruce Wayne. I'll give you that. You
He's
said
a-
Bruce
alright.
Wayne.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. Because if you say Batman, that's a completely different story.
I'm just saying, like he's a playboy.
Yeah, yeah.
He,
That's his thing.
He doesn't really have a really technically other than Catwoman. Like Catwoman's his
Yeah.
his chick he always wants to get with, like his one what would they call it?
The one that got away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or your unicorn, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it.
Well, I mean,
your your white
that's,
whale,
see, if
whatever.
that's the case, Batman has a lot of unicorns. Bruce Wayne
Yeah,
just
true.
kind of, Bruce Wayne just kind of like,
True,
if she
true,
walks
true.
and talks.
But I'm not gonna I liked all three movies, only because it gave that darker version of Batman. Other than like the '90s version where it was more
Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Michael Keaton, where it's almost like you're going back towards.
Slow-mo karate. Yeah, that's
But
rough.
it's going back to like almost like the old Batman's, like silly, just Batman '66, which Batman '66 is awesome. If you go back and watch reruns, it's it's silly
Yeah,
stuff. It's
fun,
cool. It's
cute.
fun. I'm excited, but Ben Affleck Batman, comic accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The suit, the ears, everything is
I
comic
think-
accurate.
Ben Affleck is by far, that is in my Justice League. Also, just Batman vs Superman, his Batman for sure is definitely my favorite Batman.
All right, so wait, hold
His
on.
Bruce Wayne, spot on. His Batman, spot on. He even does the little smirk smile that Bruce does in the comics
Yeah,
and the
with the little bit
cartoons.
of the underbite.
Yeah. Like he does. Like when he met Clark, he kind of just like looked at him like, "Yo, I could beat you up if I wanted to." And then and then you find out, oh, he's Superman. Never
So
mind.
you didn't like Justice League?
No, Justice League was a good movie. It's just the fact that you had two different directors working on it, and you could see that.
See, all right.
It was.
So like just for
it
me,
just is.
for me though, Justice League, like everybody like shot it down to shit. Like they're like, this movie sucks.
That was good.
See, that's
I liked
the
it though.
these
I liked
days.
it though, like only because I knew the storyline.
Yeah.
Certain things in the movie, like my favorite fucking scene of that movie was when Superman came back to life. Okay, they're all standing there ready to fight him, or not fight him, but he's ready to like throw down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all like holding him down, and you see Flash come,
And he's following him.
and he's following him, dude. That's
Yeah.
like my favorite because they did that
It
in
was
an
a dope
animated
scene.
show. They did it in an animated movie,
Yeah,
and I
it
was
a dope
like,
scene.
I was like right there. That was
I just don't like Batman in Justice League. I like Batman.
was he
vs. Superman.
too
Too comical.
Too many jokes.
too many jokes?
Smiled.
Well, because if you literally watch Batman vs Superman after Justice League,
Yeah,
it's a
you're just-
completely because Batman's like jokey, like something's definitely bleeding, but then
No.
if you watch,
Are you good? No, it's
I'm
good.
gonna take another one now.
I'll take one.
Yeah.
But if you
Sponsored
watch
by PBR.
you wish, right?
That'd be awesome.
Thank you.
We get like
Um,
deliveries to the house with PBRs.
But if you watch Batman vs Superman, he is a calm. I'm not gonna say calm. A
Menacing.
calculated,
Yeah. hard calculating.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
always thinking he's one step ahead.
Oh, Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in
Yeah.
Justice League, he's literally just there to bring the team together when everybody else does the heavy lifting, and he's the one to kind of like
Yeah.
get thrown around.
Which, dude, after that, you showed me that picture of Aquaman. I'm super psyched for Aquaman.
Oof, I hope.
Show him that
Have you seen the
picture.
picture?
Nah, I'm just,
What, dude?
I'm just.
Are you not an Aquaman fan?
It's well, one, I respect Aquaman from like the cartoons and stuff.
Riding the seahorse.
Outside of that, Aquaman,
You think he'll ride a giant seahorse? 'Cause
outside of
he
that,
does,
Aquaman is no offense to anybody who likes Aquaman, but
Dude.
he is a glorified SpongeBob.
dude, he's.
Um,
Dude, hold on.
he
Hold on. I'm a
doesn't-
defense.
He doesn't really, and then it's Jason Momoa. Like if his Aquaman's a king, he's regal. If his Aquaman is like anything like Justice League Aquaman, like a hippie surfer,
No, did you see?
I
you
can't
show
do
him?
that.
I'll show him. But
Okay.
these are this is from one of the this is the
They're
Fisherman King.
mermaids.
Okay.
King Orm apparently goes to him in hopes of getting him to ally with him against the
Yeah,
surface
to
world.
go against Surface World.
They're a mix of practical effects up top and CG tails in the bottom. But they wanted to use practical effects anywhere applicable in the movie because they wanted to limit the CGI to only when necessary.
Yeah, like action
is-
scenes and stuff.
Well, I'm
really
gonna tell you right now,
a more
Aquaman.
fast-paced stuff.
All right, guys, if you don't like Aquaman, John obviously hates Aquaman.
Whoa, didn't say that.
He thinks he's SpongeBob.
I like Hook Aquaman. I like
All right.
raw power.
Aquaman is pretty much Superman out of water. If you think about it. Other than he can't fly.
Aquaman.
And what? No, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's
Aquaman
been
and
said.
water, yes.
It has been said
He has the
that
strength
Aquaman is as like
He has the strength of Superman.
as
He-
strong as
they
Superman
cannot
in base form.
They
yeah.
cannot shoot bullets at him or stab
Yeah,
him.
yeah. He has pretty much the same abilities, and he's just as strong.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than he can't fly. He can
Yeah,
jump.
yeah.
He could jump super high. That's about it.
Superman has said it. And then I think even in Flashpoint, you kind of get
Yes,
that.
yeah,
they
yeah,
get that
yeah,
across
yeah.
in the movie. Same as Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman's just as strong as Superman as well.
Yeah. Well, the Wonder Woman's been. There's so many storylines with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, they kind of like degrade her and
You know,
like her
first off,
abilities
she
and-
was made with clay, and
Yeah,
then now
they
she's
changed-
not made with
changed-
clay,
changed
and
a
now
lot
she
of
can
stuff.
fly, and now
Yep.
she has. Where's the invisible jet? I want the invisible jet.
Hopefully she gets that because
Invisible jet.
she can't fly. She can't fly in the Justice League movies. She can only fly when
She
she's
can
in
jump high. She can jump high.
Yeah, she can only fly when she's in God mode, like when her
Gauntlets.
things are off, which is annoying. I don't like that. I don't like how they separated her. I don't like that at all.
I do want to see an invisible jet, like her.
It'd be dope.
Like
Just her like
literally,
Hey, guys.
like, hey, what's up, guys?
yeah.
She's not invisible, which made no sense. Why is she flying an invisible jet, but she's not invisible?
Yeah. Amazonian magic, man.
Okay, so they finally found it. These are the collectibles that they just released.
Is that a DC core one? Or is that the?
I'm not sure. They're just collectibles, but notice the trident and the suit is more comic accurate.
Yeah.
And then you got Mira with her aquakinesis, so that's confirmed from the movie.
Dude, they picked the right chick for Mira. I'm telling
And
you.
then Black Manta.
God.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Black Manta. Like, he's one of my favorite villains.
But like that suit though, like it's comic accurate.
It
So
is.
But his
apparently
hair is not
this
accurate.
movie is
his
supposed
hair,
to be-
that's the only thing that's throwing me off is his hair.
Well, it's
needs to be
accurate
blonde.
to some
but
versions.
But that's alright.
They changed.
Did they change his hairstyle?
They changed the
Comics?
Aquaman in the comics too. They made his hair longer.
Is it blonde?
It's
It's
like,
like
that. It's like a mixture.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Like a dark brown
due,
blonde.
due to the Justice League
Blonde.
movie, they changed the way Aquaman in the comics looked just to kind of
I
make
mean,
they
I guess
explained
that's
it
fine.
more
That's
like
fine.
Aquaman.
They explained it because he was thrown out of Atlantis for a bit when they
Yeah,
And he
took
fell
over and
into
was
a
in
mud
exile
pile
for a
and
bit.
his hair got muddy in it.
They took over people. I forget who it was. They took over Atlantis, and then
Yeah.
after some time, he came back, and he was gone for so long. He grew his hair grew
Yeah.
long and beard, and he came back just like full like started punching him out of nowhere.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, I like Aquaman as a character. Like, he's a cool. I understand, like,
No, he's a cool character. Don't get me wrong. Aquaman's a dope
a
character.
lot of people, like,
but
thinks he's like, he just talks to fish and
it's
this is
yeah,
it's cool,
exactly.
dude. Like,
but it's certain very
If you get
adaptations.
all right,
of
so
Aquaman.
let's put it this way: if Superman was in the water with Aquaman, Aquaman's gonna take him down.
No, I can't agree to that. I'm sorry.
No?
Nah, I can't agree to that.
Well, first of all, Superman can't breathe underwater, can he?
That's debatable. Again, that comes down to who's writing.
Well,
That comes
hold
down to
on,
who's
hold on.
writing Superman.
Who's writing Superman? Like, I'm
Hey,
talking
come-
about powers.
I mean, but Superman.
The battle of...
See, now there's been adaptations where Superman can breathe in space and underwater.
But they don't show him breathing in space sometimes on comics. They show
Yes,
him
in the newer stuff, like the more
Yeah, they
recent
show
stuff,
him with,
yeah,
like,
he has like
a
an
helmet
apparatus
or
or something like
yeah.
that. Yeah, but I don't know if you're talking about Superman who uses an apparatus underwater. I mean,
he's dead.
No, Superman's still gonna win.
What about the trident?
No, wait, hold on.
Oh, magic. Yeah. Now, if you're talking trident, the trident's being used.
No,
then
hold on,
yes.
but Superman can't. You're telling me
Um,
Superman can swim as fast as Aquaman underwater? With it, like, there's no way. There's no way.
The only thing that I could say that definitively
Okay, in Smallville. In Smallville.
Well, we're not talking about Smallville.
No,
we're
but I'm
talking
saying
about
no. In Smallville, Aquaman is way faster than Clark
Yeah.
underwater. But you're talking about Superman. Superman, at the end of the day, Superman has super speed. Aquaman has a variation of that.
Yeah, but that's super.
If you're talking about no,
I'm talking about
you're just talking
underwater.
about
No.
underwater kicking your legs very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Superman can still. Superman's. I don't know. I don't
We'd
know
have to
about
see that, John. We'd have to see that, John.
I don't know about that.
I think what Aquaman definitively has over Superman is the trident.
It's the magic. That's it.
Well,
That's
yeah,
all he
magic.
has.
That's like Shazam could like
Yeah,
Take
Shazam
on-
and Superman fought a lot of times,
Yeah.
and Shazam
would normally
wins.
win, yeah, because of his magic.
It's due to magic. If you're talking about Aquaman just hand
Which
to hand
is weird.
Superman, it doesn't matter where it is, Superman
Which
wins.
is weird
so.
to me. Like, why? All right,
The
so
trident's
you're gonna make
involved.
Superman invincible to everything else but magic.
well,
And other stuff.
because
There's a few
because
other
everything
things
else
as well.
is atmospheric.
That's true.
So like magic is not atmospheric. It's a
yeah.
different type
Well,
of magic.
what about
itself.
so Wonder Woman? So like the new Justice League Dark coming out with Wonder Woman, Man Bat, Detective Chimp,
Mhm.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah. What about it?
Why is Wonder Woman in there?
In the dark?
Justice League Dark, the new Justice League Dark.
I don't know. I kind of looked. I like if you look at the teams, everybody.
I know they did
has
that. I know they did that
their
with.
place.
I know they did that with No Justice.
But that's technically a magical. Well, who
Is
was
she
it?
magical with her bands?
It's
and
one,
stuff?
well, yeah, because Amazon, as an Amazon, she's no. So in comics, there's a difference between magic, like magic powers, and divinity.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's divinity. She's god, like she's godly.
Godlike,
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's I don't know. It's kind of different with her.
Okay.
But yeah, I kind of looked at all the teams when they announced that, and I kind of like looked at who was on the teams, and some of them just kind of didn't make sense. To me.
Man Chimp or Detective Chimp.
Mhm.
I'm guessing they're trying to replace Constantine with Detective Chimp
Maybe.
because the way he looks.
He's
I don't know.
dressed exact same.
Yeah?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, well, he's in the same tan suit
Yeah, yeah.
with the white shirt and black tie.
And then
Constantine's that dude.
you got Zatanna, and then you got Swamp Thing.
Yeah, you have characters who kind of deal with.
Zatanna and Swamp Thing have always been Justice League Dark, regardless.
Yeah, of course.
They're
Yeah,
staple characters.
That's their squad. That's their team.
Man Bat, like I thought Man Bat was like a
Science experiment.
bad guy, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's yeah.
But I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna read the first issue.
Yeah, no, definitely read.
I
Yeah, you
love
gotta
Justice League Dark.
gotta
Like
read
the original one
everything,
was.
man.
I collected the original one. Like it was great. Like the
New 52 stuff.
New 52.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
freaking awesome. Dead Man,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Zatanna, Swamp Thing, Constantine. It was so
Okay, let
good.
me ask you guys a question. It's a little bit of a fun one. So,
Okay.
if you guys specifically could make your own Batman movie, what would be the one villain you would have him go against, and what would they do? Like why would it be that person?
Okay.
Like why would it be that villain?
I'll let John go first. Unless you
If I
want me
could
to
go make a Batman movie
And use a villain.
and use a villain.
I mean, preferably one that we haven't really seen before, or just like another version of one we've seen before. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like none of them that's already.
Does it matter what villain it is? Or
any villain that Batman
DC,
could
Marvel, or
DC like
oh, it
like
has
just
to
like
be
a,
still DC.
yeah, I would keep it like
Um,
still kind of like it could happen in real life, you know. Like if you could make a DC movie, let's just do that. If you could make any DC movie
Mm.
with any hero, any villain,
Oh, I
in the
already
DC
got
universe,
Batman
who would it
versus
be?
someone already. You want mine?
Yeah.
So I'd be Batman and I'd redo Mr. Freeze.
Okay.
How would you redo Mr. Freeze?
Not redo, like, not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Give him
Mr.
another
Freeze.
A different. Okay, a different.
Yeah,
I want the
okay,
original
okay.
Mr. Freeze, almost like the animated one they did, which was a brilliant freaking animated movie with the Batman animated against Mr. Freeze.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I want Mr. Freeze to look just like that, with the the glass bowl head thing, with the red goggles. Mr. Freeze is menacing, dude. Like, he's like a super cool villain.
Yeah.
My favorite version of him is in the Arkham games.
Yeah.
Where he has, like, he almost sounds like he's talking through a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's like a glowing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'd want. And he was such a menacing character, and like,
You cannot defeat me, Batman.
yeah.
I will save Nora.
You guys are making me want to, like, all right.
Nora.
You're making me want to, like, cut the show and start playing.
It's so good.
It's so
I
good.
want
Yeah,
to play.
it's
All right. But yeah,
Um,
Mr. Freeze definitely, just like the Batman animated Mr. Freeze, but obviously like movie accurate. I think he would be a menacing character just based on Mr. Freeze. No other, no Poison Ivy, no Penguin, no, just Mr. Freeze. That's it. So that's mine.
So how many people are still watching?
We got 5 people.
Nice, dude. They've been sticking with us.
Yeah.
This is great.
Hey guys, if we cut this off and go play Arkham, are you gonna stick with us and watch us play Arkham?
Yeah, live feed.
Well, it would be. It
On
wouldn't
Twitch.
be on YouTube. It would be over
Yeah,
on Twitch.
you'd have to go over to Twitch if you have Twitch.
Link said, "Yep."
Oh yeah, Link.
If I had to pick a Batman.
Ryan suggestion maybe. Ryan said fucking Clayface.
That would be
Quote,
cool
unquote.
too. I like
Batman
that.
versus Clayface.
That's another cool character.
He'd have to explain that to me. I don't see that.
Explain yourself, Ryan.
Yeah, I don't see that being. I just
Off the top rope.
because I mean the way
Explain to
I mean,
Macho Man would.
I've seen Clayface get defeated. I've seen Clayface get defeated like so many times that I'm just like I don't see how you can prolong that for a movie.
Yeah.
But I mean, if he has a different idea, that'd be dope.
If I were to make a movie with Batman,
Okay.
it would be Batman versus Deathstroke. Because they're both so
Similar.
calculated that they could have
Yep.
some of the best martial arts scenes
I agree.
ever made in a movie.
That's why my thing was so for me it was going to be Batman versus any of the top martial artists in the DC universe, or it was going to be Batman versus evil alternate version of Batman, or it was going to be Batman versus well, I mean that's pretty much it actually. Because like you would want to see a character who can go toe to toe with him in every aspect.
Yeah.
So it would be Batman versus any of the top martial artists in the DC universe, or Batman versus an evil version of him, or Batman versus an evil version of one of his sidekicks. Because there's alternate versions where Nightwing's Batman, Damian, Tim, but instead of doing the sidekicks, I would probably just do Batman versus Flashpoint Batman, his dad. Because it would be the emotionalness
What?
on
Dude, that's
his
pretty
side.
sick. Yeah, that
On
would be
his
sick.
side,
Okay.
and his dad's like evil. It's not like it's not like Batman versus Superman where they're kind of like forced to fight each other. Like, no, he has to take his dad out. Like, he has to take him out.
Ooh,
So
like
it would,
knowing that it's his dad, he asked
yeah,
it anyway.
yeah, exactly.
Dude, that would be awesome. That'd be awesome.
So
See, I was gonna suggest the Red Hood, also. But
Well,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I'd rather
but
see
we-
that.
we've seen
true. I mean, if you could do it differently, like
Well, you
because
guys-
we've seen it already. Batman under the Red Hood.
Live action, nothing.
Wow, I picked a
the-
totally different one. It was
Yeah, so
mine was cooler.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Batman
What was that?
Sub-Zero.
You know what?
See, it's just I've seen like if I've seen like between the comics,
All right, Batman
cartoons
versus
and
Condiment
stuff
King.
like that.
Go.
Who?
Condiment King.
Condiment King.
Condiment
Oh,
King.
Condiment King. Gotcha.
Not Condom King.
No, Condiment King. That's what I said.
The Condom King.
The Condom King. I will put condoms all over you, Batman.
You're trapped in my magnum trap.
But I think Batman versus his dad.
That'd be amazing, dude. I would love to see that. Also, I just want to see Flashpoint universe like in general, like live action.
Well,
I want to
that
see
one-
Martha Wayne Joker.
What's his name?
Like-
already said he wants to do. If they did a Flashpoint, he would
Oh, yeah,
do
Jeffrey Dean
Flashpoint.
Morgan.
Yeah, he would do the
Yeah.
Flashpoint.
Well, I mean, that's why they picked him as Bruce's dad for Batman vs Superman.
But the way the
Can
DC
you imagine
universe
like
is
a
going
Batman
right
with like red eyes with the
now, with the guns?
with guns in his hands? What?
Yeah,
Take my money right now.
it'd be amazing. I want to see that. But the way the DC universe is going, I think they're gonna try to shy away from Zack Snyder's decisions.
Well, it's funny. Like Marvel's good with the movie, like live action movies. DC's good with animated movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would disagree with that. I mean, not disagree with that they're good.
No, I'm not saying all the movies.
But I'm saying like with the DC universe,
Excuse me.
with the exception of maybe, I mean, and the Suicide Squad was kind of like a fun romp. But I would say that I had like emotional experiences with Batman vs Superman and Man of Steel.
Suicide Squad was a good movie up until the end. And
Well,
like,
Enchantress. All right, let's.
I just don't like when people are like one thing happens, that one bad thing, and then due to that one thing, you disregard the whole film.
Whole movie, yeah.
Yeah, that makes no sense to
Well,
me.
like Enchantress, like they, I didn't like how they did Enchantress.
That's fair.
They could have changed her up a little bit because she, they made her more witch, not like Amazonian witch. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that? Like, it was stupid. Like seriously, like
Stupid.
like in Justice League Dark, like New 52, she was like a straight up witch, like with a cloak over her head. And,
Yeah.
like, she was creepy as hell.
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
like
yeah.
this Amazonian. And then she had this like Amazonian brother that like, that was weird to me. Like I didn't like that part.
Yeah. Well, but like I was saying though, like with Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman, like I will still watch those movies and I will still tear up.
Oh.
Like I had emotional
Yeah.
moments with those movies.
Well,
that I feel like
I just don't get how people think Man of Steel was a bad movie. I don't
I
understand.
like
it.
well.
that's how I
All
feel
right,
about
let me
Batman
let me
vs
put it
Superman.
this
It
way:
was such a good
if you don't,
adaptation.
if you never read the comics, okay, and you go straight into just watching that movie,
Mm.
it is kind of confusing. Okay, in the very beginning with the whole Batman thing, and then it's
Oh, you're
kinda-
talking about Batman vs Superman.
Batman vs
Oh, yeah.
Superman. I'm sorry, Batman
Yeah.
vs Superman. In the very beginning of the movie, it's kind of confusing if you don't know the story of the comic. You know what I mean? Like we knew as we went and saw it, we knew what was going on. You know, which they changed a few things. Like I wish if they were to say they said, all right, we're wiping this movie completely out and we're redoing it. If they were to redo it, I want Frank Miller's Batman Returns.
you have also not seen the Ultimate Edition.
No, I haven't. No, I don't hate the
Batman
movie.
vs Superman?
Yeah.
But that's the thing. I don't hate the movie, but I'm telling you.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, there's
Yeah.
more. There's more. When you watch the Ultimate Edition,
Correct,
they
correct,
cut a
correct.
lot of
Correct.
context out.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying, like, why certain people probably went and saw it and they probably didn't understand the movie because they never read the comics, or they, they're like, oh, it's Batman, Superman. Well, I'm just gonna go see it.
Well, see, the thing is with that though, is
So-
like a lot of the hate came from people who are a fan of the comics, and they just hated the movie, and it wasn't like they disliked things here and there. It was like they were calling it worse than Batman and Robin. They were saying it was one of the worst movies ever made. It's an abomination. Zack
Yeah,
Snyder
that's
should
ridiculous.
kill
Dude,
himself.
That's ridiculous.
Go kill yourself,
They were saying like
Zack
Snyder
Snyder's
should kill
the
himself.
goat.
Yeah,
dude.
Seriously.
Remember that one scene? All right, remember that one scene when they're all three standing together, like they're all like he gets out of his car, and
Oh yeah, they're facing Doomsday.
yeah, they're facing Doomsday,
Yeah.
and they're all standing three next to each other. I'm
Mhm.
like, dude, it's fucking right out of a
I-
like
I
you
give-
just pulled it right out of a comic
That
book.
movie had its it had its issues, but it's
Yeah,
like
I liked
off rip.
You
like-
know what? You know what? Fuck everybody else. We liked it, and that's all.
Yeah,
man.
in my standings, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 7, but I have to give it like a 9 solely due to the fact that is the first time, off of respect alone, That is the first time you get 3 of the biggest superheroes live action together. On screen.
Together.
And off that, I have to give that movie a 9.
For for like being well, and all right. So if you go from that to going to Justice League, the one thing like I remember me and you went and saw it. The one thing I loved about Justice League, there was no backstory. There was nothing. They went straight into action.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, because Batman vs Superman, everybody was kind of set up already.
Correct, but that's how I think they should. Like if you're by now, if you don't know who Batman is or Superman is or Wonder Woman is, or even like the Avengers, if you don't know who Captain America or Iron Man, all those characters and all that, go fuck yourself, because you're like by now, like come on, I'm sorry everybody, but seriously, like even. I'm sorry.
Fuck yourself.
Wow, that was a real, a real.
You don't know who they are. Get off our stream.
That was a real Will Ferrell moment there.
But you're alive. Fuck it.
Anyways, if you, seriously, if you don't know who these characters are by now, then don't go see the movies.
Yeah.
Okay. And don't go to the movies and complain like, "Oh, this is an awful movie."
Yeah.
Like that was the one thing I loved about Justice League is you went in. They went into the movie. There's no backstory. Instantly, hey, Aquaman, you're Aquaman. Come on, Wonder Woman, come on.
Had a Green Lantern in there at one point.
And then they're all like ready to fight. Like it wasn't like you didn't have to go to a backstory and learn about this. You know what I mean? Like same with Avengers. Like it was great. Like instantly, like boom, 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 action right away. Like, that was great. So
I agree. Ryan says, rolling on the floor laughing, that's why you guys only have 5 viewers.
Hey,
go fuck yourselves.
Hey, we love you 5 viewers. You're straight up muggers. So
certified muggers. But yeah, I will say with Batman vs Superman, it's been a rough journey being a fan of it.
Yeah.
Because like I thought the whole Martha scene was genius. I thought it was well done.
Even though we made fun of it,
emotional.
It's what people aren't. Well, like I still to this day, what I don't think people are understanding is that you have to break it down on what it is, an emotional level. Superman sees Batman as this, untamed person who's just going around doing whatever he wants, thinking he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Batman sees Superman as this
atomic bomb.
Yes, that can easily
destroy whatever.
He's doing good stuff, but if the man decides to stop doing good stuff and do bad, it'd be crazy. And the moment that's shared between them at that scene is, all of a sudden they're doing that. Batman does not see Superman as the atomic bomb.
It's humanizing.
He sees Superman as just a guy who puts the weight of the world. Yeah, who has a mom named Martha apparently. And has the weight of the world on him. And like I thought it was well put.
Sorry, I'm going back to Supermoms when we did the whole Martha thing. But.
Oh yeah. No, it was, to me it was profound. And I started tearing up at that moment because I was like, oh yeah, both their mom's name is Martha. But it's not because your mom has the same name as my mom.
Yeah.
We should stop fighting.
Yeah, that would have been awesome. It wasn't that.
But that would have been funny if they did that. Like
it would have been.
Your mom has my mom's name. Hey,
but that's how a lot of people took that scene.
Yeah. But you really shouldn't have.
Well, they're not true comic book fans.
Yeah. No, I mean that's people who love comics and everything. Like people who love the Dark Knight thing, the Dark Knight Returns. I mean, like people.
You hear that, John Comics? Said, "Get out of here."
People all over just totally ripped that scene apart, and I walked out thinking it was one of the best scenes in a comic movie ever.
It was a good scene, yeah.
And keep it that way, dude. Like that's the way it should feel.
I've between like me and my friends and stuff like that, I realized that when I watch a movie, obviously people don't see the same movie as I do.
No.
Because it just doesn't.
What was that? Avengers: Infinity War. You were yelling at Thor for having the hammer.
Oh yeah, Thor's new weapon, the Stormbreaker. Like, get out of here with that, son. If anybody knows their Thor comics, Stormbreaker is not Thor's weapon. It is Beta Ray Bill's weapon. Sure, it's a nice little segue, a nice little teaser, a nice little nod to Beta Bill Ray, but no.
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 I would have
'Cause
loved being in there. when
Beta
you said
Bill
that.
Ray
Fuck
is-
you, Thor.
Beta Bill Ray is awesome. He's a dope character, and I'd rather him be in the movie.
Is he like a horse face?
Yeah, Beta Bill
Is he a
Ramos,
horse
Beta
race?
Bill Ray was in Ragnarok. When they're showing you they're
just
showing
a-
you the screenshot
but
of
it's
the
just a
outside
picture
of
of
the
his
Coliseum.
face.
Yeah, it's a statue of his face. Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't in like if they had him in the movie, I would have fucking stood up out of my chair and be like, "What? Son,
Yeah.
Beta Ray Bill?"
Yeah, because Beta Bill Ray's
Dude, he's like-
he's a thug.
Horse.
Your phone's saying low battery. 20%.
Oh,
Shouldn't it be charging?
it should be.
Yeah. That's weird.
Unusual.
Let me fix this.
But yeah, so I think
Link says, "Hey, I won't be able to comment because I'm about to start watching on my Xbox, but I will continue watching."
thanks, man.
Thanks.
Thanks. This has been fun so far.
Yeah, it's been like about to be 3 hours, but you know, hey.
Didn't know you were signing up for that. But yeah, I will say, I feel bad because like, what gets to me about that whole Martha thing is that we had somebody who paid enough attention to the comics to like when they were writing the script to include that humanizing moment as like a profound moment, you know. And when it didn't click with audiences and people, it got lauded by everybody. Everybody was like, "Wow, that was stupid."
Yeah.
And then they make Justice League where everything's just straightforward to the point. Like they just explain
Well,
everything.
See, and that's the thing. And a lot of I have a joke with my friends. Like me, I'm a DC guy and a Marvel guy. I always tell my friends that I'm the only person who can be both. But like we have this like joke that like, you know, Marvel fans need everything to be like explained to them and stuff like that and catered to them. No offense to anybody, but it's just because like with the Marvel movies, everything's like, you know, boom, blam in your face. And people who watched Batman vs Superman and didn't like it, but watched the Ultimate Edition and then loved the film, that makes no sense to me. The Ultimate Edition, all it was like 20 extra minutes of little fill-in things that with, I don't want to, again, no offense, with common sense, you could have just figured out on yourself. Like, people needed every little thing to be explained to them for a movie, and that doesn't make sense. Because let's be honest, if you've been watching TV for at least a good over 5 years, TV and movies, you can come to a conclusion with context, with just, you know, I don't know, just you could have figured it out. You didn't need it to be, you know, word for word explained to you.
Yeah.
And that just, I don't know, that bothers me sometimes, but
Ryan commented saying he goes both ways too. He said, "You got a friend in me, bruh."
all right, bro.
Yeah, I love. Okay, so it's different with me, with and I've explained this a few times with.
I'm
people.
back.
I grew up watching like the Justice League and Teen Titans, the DC
Of
universe
course, yeah.
for me.
Yeah.
But I also grew up watching the Spider-Man universe and
Yeah.
X-Men. But they were never connected, and I never read comics with Spider-Man, the Avengers, nothing. So Spider-Man to me is Marvel, but it's not Marvel.
Okay.
You know, so I am Spider-Man is my favorite my favorite character in anything. Pretty much
DC
or Marvel. DC or Marvel.
Favorite superhero.
But I love all of DC
Okay.
as much as I love Spider-Man. But Marvel to me is something separate.
Okay.
You know, where I love Marvel too.
Yeah.
But I don't consider Spider-Man part of Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
so to speak.
Yeah.
Because we had the movies, we had the video games and stuff.
Mhm.
In the animated series, they had some cameos here and there. But I grew up watching Spider-Man by himself.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
And,
with the other people. And stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when everybody was like, "Oh, finally we get Spider-Man and the Avengers," I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool and everything," but
He doesn't
to
need
me
them.
it was Spider-Man is like he finds the power in himself by
Yeah,
himself.
to
He
do his
doesn't,
own stuff.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like this dynamic that they're doing.
How
with
did you
him.
feel in Homecoming? Because I don't think I ever asked you. What did you think of
I loved
Homecoming?
it.
Yeah?
I loved it. It's
Yeah,
my second. I'm not
because
gonna say it's tied for my favorite MCU movie.
Okay.
Between
What's
that
your...
and Doctor Strange.
Okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then underneath that is Infinity War.
Spider-Man Homecoming was they redid it again for the fourth time. Tom Holland's the fourth incarnation of Spider-Man movie people, and it's just like, you've done the Spider-Man storyline so many times that it's just at that point it's repetitive. But Tom Holland, me personally, I think is the best adaptation of
Spider-Man.
Peter Parker / Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Because he plays Peter Parker in a quirky, kind of nerdy way.
Yeah.
But when he's Spider-Man, he's still kind of like that nerdy, but he's got the right balance of like being super smooth with his moves and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That it's believable when he's in and out of costume.
Oh yeah,
you know
I agree.
This is the same character.
Yeah, that one scene when Vulture knocked down the building on top of him, and then he's under the bricks, and he's like, "Come on, Peter, come on, Spider-Man, come on, Spider-Man." Like, it was a very emotional scene for me. I'm just watching him, I'm like, "Yo, you can do it, man. You got this." And then
you got this, Spider-Man.
You're not watching Spider-Man.
Yeah, you're watching
hero,
a kid.
You're watching a kid.
Yeah.
That thinks he's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like,
And he's like freaking out, but like keeping it together though. And like I thought it was really good. I need to rewatch all of them again, but Tom Holland's for sure my favorite Peter Parker / Spider-Man. But I don't know if that's my favorite Spider-Man.
I'm just waiting for this next movie to come out.
Far From Home.
Mysterio.
I believe is the name. Right?
I want Mysterio. Like, I want a badass Mysterio. I want to see
Fishbowl and all.
Maybe yes.
Fishbowl.
But
I have a
but
very like.
Here's the thing with the fishbowl.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Well, I think they'll do it. If they do it, it'll be mechanical, and maybe it'll go like this.
Like more like an Iron Man thing, like a.
Yeah, it'll be a glass bowl, but
Okay.
like mechanical. It's because he's a special
Stuntman.
He's a special effects guy.
Yeah.
So he'll make something where it like comes down and he can talk, or it goes back up. Whatever.
I saw a rumor that. I say a rumor because it was supposed to be like a I heard that they're doing this from a close source, but I saw a rumor that actually they're gonna have the bull in there, but it's not gonna be 100% of the time. It's gonna be sort of like a scene.
Okay.
Like he's gonna have it for a scene,
Like an
an
actual scene or
homage.
something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're gonna do their own design that doesn't involve the bull, but the bull will still make an appearance.
Okay. We'll have to see how it goes.
But to me, like I'm super excited for this movie because I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I am more excited for the game.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm ready for that to be my Arkham.
Get ready, John, because we're gonna live stream that.
Yeah. I pre-ordered multiple of the Ultimate edition. Like I'm very very ready for that game.
So yeah, we're gonna be doing that. Zach's gonna be playing that.
Yeah. It's pretty much the Batman gameplay with
Spider-Man.
the Arkham Knight gameplay with Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And it looks amazing. It looks good. I do not like the suit that they keep showing in the trailer, but outside of that, it's amazing.
You have a history with not liking Spider-Man since.
Yes, I do.
Because we have both the suits here that you don't like.
And they're horrible. Horrible.
He does like the suit that's on the statue though. It's good.
Yeah. Tom Holland's suit is nice. Apparently they said that for the second movie they're going to streamline it a bit more.
Which they've actually released a picture of the suit they're using in the parks.
It's
I
super
did
bright
kinda
red.
see
It's
it,
super
but-
bright red though. Is that the one you're talking
And
about?
it has an extra, like how they have like the little hint of black throughout the suit. They have another extra line of red separated from the actual red parts.
Yeah.
To accent the blue. So it's
Nice,
like an
nice,
extra
nice,
an extra red border. going along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looks good.
Looks really cool, and the black webbing is more pronounced.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, while we're here, because I know me and you have talked about it on the phone.
Okay.
Me and Zach have wanted to come up with an idea of like maybe doing a game, like a role-playing game with all you guys on while we're live streaming.
Oh yeah.
So like even if it's just like it could be Robotech or whatever, we could figure
some
something
kind of
out.
role playing game.
Let us know like what you guys are into, and maybe we could just sit here and role play with you guys. And I'm sure John's down for that too.
Yeah, of course.
Fully interactive with us, you would all.
We'll all come
be
with like
playing.
certain it could be like a D&D game, but we're in Marvel version or something. We come with powers, and that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to make it more. Try to throw some games in here too once in a while.
Interactive?
Yeah, interactive once in a while.
Okay, I gotta touch on this real quick.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you.
you're good.
What's up?
Ryan concurred with you and said he hates the new game's outfit. I will disagree and say I fucking love it.
Oh my god.
And here's why.
I like it.
don't
I mean,
think
I don't know.
It's a mix between like Venom and Scarlet Spider.
Well, see, the thing is that they've said that this directly correlates with Negative Man for some reason. They won't say why, but there's a reason. Like in the game, you start off with the classic Spider-Man suit,
Okay.
and there's a reason that he switches to the white, and it has something to do with Negative Man.
That's ridiculous.
So I'm thinking maybe it's sort of like a way to like balance out the negativity or something.
Rainbow says it's a bit too patriotic. IMO.
Oh, the red, white, and blue. With the white, it's red, white, and blue.
I mean, I didn't really look at it like that, but like I just don't like it. That's just I just don't like it.
Yeah,
like
I like
he
it
doesn't
because
like Iron Spider.
it's something new.
Well, because it's not.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
The Infinity War Spider-Man suit is not the Iron Spider-Man suit. Everybody needs to stop calling it that because that is ridiculous. Like it does, it
Hey,
is
Zach,
not. Search up an actual picture of the Iron Spider-Man suit. It is so much
Zach,
better and
what's your
cooler
wallet
and
look
should have
like?
been in the film.
Oh, he's seen it. My wallet? It looks just like the pop.
Thanks, Rainbows.
Hey guys, also, how's the live stream looking right now? I mean, also we've been talking for 3 hours, and does it sound good? Does it look good? I'm just curious.
Oh yeah, how's the quality?
Yeah, quality wise.
Yeah. But yeah, I Spider-Man suits for me, like, they've never been like hit or miss. Like I like all of them for a specific reason.
Yeah.
I like the white logo spider suit because it's something we haven't seen before. I like the Iron Spider suit because yes, I wanted to see the Iron Spider suit from Civil War, but this rendition of it is just like it's just a different version, you know? I don't hate it. It's not what I expected it to be.
And that's the thing, like I've never, even Batman or it could be Hulk or whatever, if they're wearing a suit, it doesn't really bother me. As long as like
You have yet to see some Batman suits. That's why you say that.
no, I've seen Batman suits.
What was that one that was named after the something Zor-El it's like
I don't know.
purple, yellow, and orange.
I kind of
Yellow and orange? A Batman suit?
Yeah, it's really fucking bad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just don't like really. It doesn't
Care about the suit?
Yeah, I don't really
Okay.
care about the suit
I
necessarily.
don't. Hey man,
To a certain point. Like,
So Liber Migio, if I remember correctly, he's an artist. Amazing shader, like the way the dude does color.
yeah.
If I remember correctly, he's the guy who did the Batman Noel storyline. I hate that suit. Love Lee. Don't get me wrong, but something about the Batman Noel suit just does not do it for me, and it bothers me to my core. That is by far one of the worst Batman suits
So
ever.
is Norwell like supposed to be like more like Norwell?
It's a Christmas storyline.
Oh yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Mm-hmm. It's that suit.
But like for like the Spider.
Rainbow says long Halloween suit is cringe. Yeah, long Halloween
long
suit's kind of very
ears.
long.
What do you think? Did you ever watch the Batman Ninja?
Yeah, I watched Batman
What did
Ninja.
you think?
From Brave and the Bold, the Zern suit. Yeah, I remember that one. I remember that
But see,
one.
like it doesn't really bug me.
See, that doesn't really bother me. I'm
arms?
okay. I'm okay with that.
No.
But the Batman Noel suit does
What
that
the
kills me,
Yeah,
man.
it doesn't bother me.
Okay,
yeah, Batman
how
Ninja
about
was
live
good.
action?
Yeah, no, yeah, that would bother me. Yeah, that would bother me.
One of my favorite suits is I don't know if I have it down there. Do I have one up there?
It just looks really
This guy
bad.
right here.
I like the Arkham. I like all the Arkham suits.
This guy. This is like if they let that happen.
Yeah.
That would've been
isn't
awesome.
The imposter one. The
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
imposter one.
That would have been awesome.
I wish they would have done something with that.
Yeah. I pretty much like all Batman suits except for the Batman Noel suit. I don't like that.
All right. So at this point, do you guys want to cut this off and go to video games?
I think it's a good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, head over to Twitch if you want to continue.
A fresh cup of continue. It's all one word.
Yeah, fresh
cup
cup of
of continue. And that'll be our Twitch, our game streaming platform from now
Yeah.
on over on Twitch. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Arkham Knight for a bit, and hopefully we'll see you guys over there.
All right. Peace.
All right. Oh, thanks for sticking with us, by
Yes.
the way. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, 3 hours, 2 hours
heck
in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that. See, we get John on
Props
and
to
we
you
go
guys.
3 hours. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ryan from a Fresh Cup, Zach from a Fresh Cup, and now John from a Fresh Cup.
Hey.
All right, guys.
Catch you over at Twitch.
Twitch.
See you guys.